Hey everybody, are you ready? And now you ready, yeah. And now you ready, yeah, for what's to come. What is going on, everybody? We're going to react to a little bit of Stocks Family Farm. In fact, I'm pulling it up, dude. Because my boy, Mr. TJ, was over at the anti-Trump rally. I don't know why I'm so delayed. Hold on. I just can't think. I had a little too much sun today. I may have to drink some water during the streams. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to pull this up real quick. We are live. We are large. There we go. Michael Garza, Eric Von Erich. What's up, my pink brony bro? My home dog, my home frog, Eric Von Erich. Okay, everybody, so we're going to react to a little bit of Mr. TJ, one of our favorite dudes. He interviews Democrats and exposes them by simply just being a good person, right? So what TJ does, which is brilliant, he talks to them, he asks them questions. He doesn't try to demean anybody. He just asks questions. And because he's, wanting to know more about the philosophy of what's going on. Look, half of the people, I wouldn't even say half, I'd say most of the people at these anti-Trump protests are pulling signs out of a big old box. These are all pre-made signs, by the way. These are signs that they themselves didn't make. These are just signs that are being held by people that don't even know what this sign means half the time. So it is fun to watch that level of exposure. This is why I love what TJ does, because he exposes, hold on. I had to get my headphones on first. Hold on. He exposes all the wokeness, all the craziness for what it is. So, okay, there we go. Pop my back, finally. So we're going to get this pulled up here in just a second. First, let's so a woman named Cindy brings the signs and brings them down. Oh my goodness. You guys, make sure you guys subscribe to Stocks Family Farm. The name of his channel is actually in the title of this live stream that I'm doing right now. So if you guys want to subscribe to him, man, if you guys want to see the full video, because I'm not going to be able to watch the entire thing. There's certain parts I have to cut out during the react, only because I try not to show any smoking on here, and the reason for that is because YouTube's monetization policy gets kind of strict sometimes, and it gets kind of in weird waters when you do like alcohol, cigarettes, and other random things. The best thing to do is avoid those things. That's what I do, at least when I don't know. I don't want to overexplain myself. Okay, so we're pulling up TJ. Let's see here. Now, at the beginning of this, he does a prayer. So if you guys do want to hear the prayer, make sure that you guys check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. That's most important. Subscribe to it. And then, let's see. So my man's walking. So where he's at right now is behind the Egyptian theater, and that's a good spot, man. I used to walk the back alleys around there quite a bit back in the day.
What you guys doing? Oh, all right. Okay, so I am gonna go right over here. Damn, there's a lot of fucking wind in this alley.
All right, here we go. Trying to make sure I can actually hear myself here.
I honestly, though, I hope I have. Pardon me.
Okay, we'll skip ahead to where he gets to the.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my cigarette before I walk over there. Okay. Are we ready?
Oh, there we go. So here's some of the signs. It looks like these are some of the signs that are pre-made. I'm assuming that all the signs that I see are pre-made and put in a box beforehand. It's typically what happens. But yeah, TJ is saying that a woman named Cindy makes the signs and brings them all down. You see, I don't know. I just feel like it kind of defeats the purpose. A pre-made sign? I don't know. It just feels like a cop-out. Give me one more second, you guys. I gotta do something real quick. I got to admit, I do got a little bit of I guess you could call it mild car lag a little bit. I got back from Tillamook. It was a day trip, but oh my god, what a long trip! Okay, just about there, you guys. Sorry about that. Just about there. All right, I think the poll's in. All right, let's do this. So these protests are annoying because the dude who does the music at these protests, I think he does like AI music or something like that, and it's like, I don't mind AI shit, but okay, let's see what Brian's talking about here. So let's see what Brian from Shark Bites in Surf Shop. Let's see what he's talking about.
Look, you guys, I'm telling you guys, you can turn traffic downtown. And this Cindy, I've been trying to reason with her all last year. All last year I tried to people all day with you. I know you did try to reason with you. I asked you to go to the visitor center and you just post up here, Cindy. No, well, what did I do to you? Seriously, what did I do to you? Did I not sponsor your events every year? Did I not do anything? What did I not do? I sponsored your events every year. I politely asked you for a year to move.
Public space, and we've been protesting numbers of things for years.
Yes.
Particular presidency.
So I am kind of curious to see what this ends up being about, but oh no, I call this the woke bodyguard right here. She's the woke babysitter. She is she's trying to make sure everybody's complying to the woke commandments. I think whatever the commandments are for woke people, whatever rule book that woke people live by. Let's take a listen.
It was really good.
I know how you can stand behind it.
I don't what I'm not. I'm trying to stand up for my business, and I so politely asked you to move for a year, and you just don't care. You guys deter business downtown every weekend. Last weekend, I did $1,500 by 2:00. I'm at like $300 right now. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, it's because all these crazy protesters come down here and they ruin shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, but what happens is a lot of these protesters are kind of crazy and loony. And look, a lot of people don't. It's funny because anytime I have to drive downtown and I know this is happening and I got to drive through it for whatever reason, I don't even take that way. I take back roads. I actively avoid it because I think a lot of these people are insane. I think a lot, I don't try. I feel like a lot of them would try to vandalize my car, as paranoid as that sounds. Oh man. Okay, Serena. Yeah, she just, I don't know. She kind of rubs me the wrong way. She seems like too much of a nanny type. She tries to nanny everybody. It's frustrating. I don't know. She's probably a good person. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of, I call her a hall monitor. I'm not a big fan of hall monitors. I think most rules are created by Karens anyway. Not all rules, but there's a lot of rules that people make up that I think were invented by some bitchy Karen. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my theory.
It's because you guys are here deterring business. You can't just do something good. Do something good. Be productive. You're not doing anything, bro. There's nobody who runs this.
Yeah, the only thing that they're doing is holding pre-made signs, by the way, that were created by, I don't know, George Soros's foundation or whatever foundation created all this hoopla garbage, all these pre-made signs. Like, Democrats basically, here's the problem that I have with Democrats, is you can hand them anything and be like, hey, you're a Democrat, I'm a Democrat, you need to believe in this. That's how the Democrats operate. They're like the Borg. Basically, if you give them a command, they just follow it. As long as you say that you're a Democrat. All you have to do is say, I'm a Democrat. It's all you have to do is be like, hey, I'm a Democrat. Here's a sign. Okay, comply. Here's the problem with most Democrats these days. They are far too compliant. They're far too compliant. Like, it's scary how compliant. I honestly firmly believe most Democrats are a little too compliant. And honestly, the one thing that allowed Hitler to exterminate so many certain race of people, we all know which race that is, what allowed Hitler to do that was massive compliance from all the citizens. Seriously. So, I don't know. I don't trust the Democrats. I still think that they're the party of the Triple K. And, let's keep going.
Or is driving by the 101 today. No one. Have you ever seen Trump run down here? Have you ever seen Rubio walk down here? You are destroying the downtown businesses. There's half a 101 closed, Cindy. Closed on Saturday.
It's once every 2 weeks for 2 hours.
Yeah. You know what that cost me last year out of my pocket? My pocket, $15,000. That's what it cost me for you guys to be here. 15 grand.
This guy's the man, by the way. I just want to point out, this guy is the man. Straight up. And so is TJ, but this guy is awesome. Like, he's like, you twats, come down here and you stand in front of my biz. And he's like, can you just move? Because honestly, this is an area of commerce. Why don't I'm surprised they all don't hurdle up next to the visitor center. You know what I mean? That's where they should be, is the visitor center. Ultimately. And that's just my opinion overall, but they should be next to the visitor center, if anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I love Brian. It seems like he's just fed up, dude. Brian is just fed up, dude. He's like, F this shit. Can't say I blame him. Let's keep watching, man.
No, on paper, real money. That's what it cost me. And you guys don't care about downtown Coos Bay. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, you guys.
That election will go for Republicans.
We live in Oregon, bro. It's a Democratic supermajority. You guys have total.
It is. He is right, dude. The Democrats basically. Well, and the reason the Democrats rule is not actually not in Coos County though. In Coos County, actually, more people voted red than blue. So overall, people are sick of the left, and I can't say I blame them. Now, granted, I think Oregon's going to turn red sooner than people think. I would not be surprised if Oregon turned red. Like, I could see it happening. I really could. I mean, I still consider myself an independent. I am more anti-Democrat than I am Republican. I really am, at the end of the day, an independent, though. I look at each issue individually, and I don't think along party lines. I'm not that kind of guy. But I do like Trump. I think that Trump's actually good for America, and I do believe in the Make America Great Again movement. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent movement, if you ask me. You guys are going to forgive me. My voice is a little bit hoarse today. So if I'm not sounding too complete with my words, I just want to apologize. But let's keep watching, man.
It is too.
This county's not at all.
We live in the state of Oregon. It's run by Democrats.
Well,
And you're like, why are you not in Salem?
well,
Why are you right here when nobody who has any influence over anything is here?
these should go away.
What? What's the point?
Medicare and Democrats in there.
You guys could do something productive. You could support downtown,
Tax
and you
credits
block
to pay billionaires to not
customers
pay
from
tax.
coming in.
And
Like, if
you
you're
know
good
what?
for downtown, why don't you go park it in front of other businesses every other week?
People who make $27,000 a year are supposed
What did
to get
Coos Bay do to you,
75
Cindy?
cent
What did Coos Bay
tax
do to you?
increase
What did I do to
for
you?
restaurants.
What did I do to you?
This lady's too far gone to speak with. You could tell. This lady is. I mean, look at all these woke boomers that go down to these events. I don't know. You can't really reason with them. You can't. I mean, you could kind of talk to them, but it's like, it gets to a point where it's like, you're not gonna get anywhere with these woke boomers, man. You're just not. And that's the sad part about it. You're not gonna, and they're not gonna understand. And this is what happened, man. What happens, man, with the wokeness. Too much woke, man. Woke is a joke.
I've been out here for the Women's March. I've been out.
Oh, God, look how angry she is. Oh, my God, this woke lady. Dude, this is like an episode of Jerry Springer, dude. Oh, my God, TJ, you're Jerry Springer. Dude, TJ is Jerry Springer. Holy shit, dude. TJ is saying she shut down when called out. They all did. Brian destroys them. Yeah. No, dude, she look how she's now enraged.
Here when the
She's like, oh shit, no, fuck you, dude. No, dude, she's gonna crash out, dude. She's gonna have a woke crash out. Let's take a listen.
children were
I understand if people have to have a crash out. I get that. Things happen. But like a woke crash out is always very entertaining to watch. And I believe that woke exists. I believe woke exists, and I believe this is an example of woke. Let's keep
murdered in schools.
What did
I come down
do
to the
to
boardwalk to
Don't
do
you have
a
to
demonstration.
You're not on the boardwalk.
This is
Cindy.
a public
The
place.
boardwalk is over there. I just want.
This is great, man. This is fucking great, dude. So Zinc Roofer, the reason the guy has a problem with these protesters is because he owns the business Shark Bites, and they are taking up all this space, and they're all parking in the business parking lots just to do this anti-Trump protest. And what happens is it takes away from the business. They could easily all prop up next to the visitor center and have everybody park at the visitor center. Instead, everybody ends up parking in the parking lot where people go to Shark Bites and stuff. So that's a big deal. So that's why this dude, the dude is yelling at him, in a sense. Not yelling, but getting stern with them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. We got Mr. Nate Dogg in the house. My boy Nate Dogg saying, "What up, G?"
Tallahassee says,
"What up, G?"
"What up, G?"
Let's make sure my microphone's still good. There we go. All right. This is great, though, man. I mean, this is honestly incredible. I enjoy watching TJ work his magic, man.
I want to know why? Why does your
Don't make
event?
it personal. It's not.
It is personal. It costs me money. You guys deter business to my business, Cindy, and you act like you're for business. I donated to your causes every.
You know, Democrats are not pro-business. If Democrats were pro-business, by the way, here's what they'd be doing. This is the problem. If Democrats were really pro-business, you know what they'd be doing? They would stop taxing businesses. The problem is most Democrats want to tax businesses, create more regulations, and what kills a small business faster than anything is too many unnecessary regulations that they have to pay for and too many unnecessary taxes that they have to push money for. So the problem is small businesses get robbed by the government more than anybody. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, well, what about Walmart? Well, you know, how do they survive? Walmart survives because Walmart is a huge entity and they can adapt a lot faster than a small business. They have the ability to adapt to these things much quicker than a smaller business. So the more unnecessary regulations and unnecessary taxes that you post on businesses in general, whether it's small or big, it creates bankruptcies for a lot of these small businesses. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why I don't start it. That's one of the reasons I don't have a business. I'm an independent contractor at this point in my life. ET is saying you're not Asmund. But Nate Dogg, it's good to see you, man. I was in Tillamook for 8 hours today. 8 motherfucking hours in Tillamook. Pretty fun up there, man. I like it. I was visiting my girlfriend's family and stuff like that, so it was pretty dope. I actually have not met a lot of her extended family and stuff, so it was really neat. It was a neat little opportunity to meet them. It was a long drive, though, because it's like about roughly 4 hours to Tillamook, and then 4 hours back. It was a total day trip. Oh. So I'm actually surprised I even have the energy right now to react to any videos. Let's see. TJ is saying...
Stocks Familiferum says, he donates to the Democrats anytime they ask, even though he isn't. He's got arrested for opening that beach a few years ago. He is a major help in this area.
Yeah, man. First off, I don't know why. Do not donate to the Democrat Party, man. I hope Brian learns his lesson on this one and realizes that the Democrat Party sucks dick and that you shouldn't give any money to these socialist idiots. These socialist morons. But yeah, I don't know. Let's keep watching. I enjoy watching TJ's events, though.
Every time you came in, where do you think I get the money for that? It's from customers. By the way, TJ, I like this little microphone that you got, man. I think I've seen it in a previous video. But dude, I love this fucking microphone. This thing is tight. It looks professional AF, dude. I love it. I love the professionalism. It's sexy. Saturday, Cindy, is my most profitable day. The most profitable hours are literally my lunch hours. And you guys park it right in front of my business. You deter people from coming in here. That's what you're doing. Can you not do all this stuff you're doing somewhere else? How come this is the only place that it matters?
I think it's time to take a break.
No, it's not. Don't listen to her, Brian. Don't listen to her. She's a nanny. She's a bitch. Whoever this lady is, don't listen to her, man. Don't listen to her. She's a dum-dum. Don't listen to her, man. I think what Brian's doing is fabulous. Keep it up, dude. Because if they're freaking... Dude, I don't know.
Aren't you not... Whoa. I take a break?
Yeah, dude, don't stop, dude. Brian, keep going. Don't let this bitch bully you. Do not let this woke person bully you, dude. Don't let him.
You guys are sitting here with signs.
Oh, that's Greg's wife. Whatever, dude. These woke people suck. They all suck. God. Boomerfest.
Yelling and screaming.
I want to apologize to anybody because I do get kind of vile when I'm reacting to these because I know how shitty a lot of these people are to TJ, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. These people get so shitty to TJ that all I have is nothing but negative things to say about these people, and I don't like it, man.
And I gotta take a break.
Her body language is saying that she is overwhelmed. So
You're overwhelmed? You're overwhelmed? Why? Because you know
Sir.
what you're doing is wrong?
Please take a break.
Right. Please.
No, don't do what she says. Do not do what she says. Resist. Resist that woke. See you next Tuesday.
You guys take a break. This is a public place. Am I not? Is this not free speech? Am I not free speeching right now?
Are you wanting to hurt someone?
No, I want to reason with people. I want to not be hurt. I want to not be affected.
Their body language is saying that this is too much. So
This
take a
is
break.
too much. What's my body language saying? I'm sick of my Saturdays being destroyed. I'm sick of losing money. I'm sick of not being able to feed my family.
Exactly, man. He wants to make money on a weekend. That makes sense. They should all be parking up next to the visitor center. And I don't understand, dude. Brian, do not donate to the Democrats. You know that's suicide. That is financial suicide, dude. It's like you go woke, you go broke. Don't do it, dude. Do not donate to the Democrat Party. Ever. The party's a fucking joke, dude. Democrat Party is a total effing joke. I am so happy to be anti-Democrat at this point in my life, man. Oh, man. When I was younger, yeah, I'd vote Democrat. But now, a Democrat Party, man, ugh. It's too bad I couldn't have joined TJ earlier. But yeah, I was at Tillamook. I was able to visit. I was with my girlfriend. We were able to visit her family. It was really neat. A lot of her family I hadn't met, and it was just very entertaining. It was very entertaining time. It was nice to just get to know them. It was really cool.
I'm sick of cutting employee hours. So who's got body language? I can't have body language. The only body language is her body language that matters.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the way basically it's rules for thee, not. It's rules for me, not for... Hold on. Oh, no. Rules for thee, not for me. Sorry. I was trying to remember that quote. I was like, yeah. Rules for thee, not for me. Basically, it's like all that matters is their narcissistic point of view. And that's the problem. And look, don't get me wrong. There's always narcissism on both sides. It doesn't really matter. But this guy's being pretty reasonable. In a certain sense, because not only does he donate to these idiots, and I wouldn't, if I was a business, I would actively not donate to the Democrats because I'd be like, fuck you guys. You guys are a shitty party. And, yeah. Yeah, I can't believe TJ was able to catch this interaction, man. This is brilliant, man. This makes me honestly want to go and eat at Shark Bites. Wait, do you guys think I should do a food review at Shark Bites and in honor of this man? This guy's inspirational to me, dude. He's sticking up for his business. He's like, no, screw you guys. Keep posting up in front of my business, bro. And yeah, it's like, I get it. No, I see where he's coming from. I see exactly where he's coming from, bro. And you know what? If I were him, I don't even like. I fully support this guy. I think I need to go down and I need to do a live food review at this man's establishment and try to get people to fall in love with shark bites. Get people to come down to the coast just so they could eat at shark bites because they ain't woke. If you're looking for a good restaurant to eat that's not fully woke, then fucking A, dude, go down to shark bites. Yeah, dude, honestly, I have nothing but mad respect right now. I have so much respect for this guy. Dude, all my respect goes to this man right here. What a sexy fucking stud, dude. Stud. I know I'm getting a little intense, sorry. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. I am like, honestly, this guy's also pretty buff. I'm not going to lie. I'm checking out this man's body. Don't judge me, everybody. I'm checking out this man's body. Dude, he's buff. Well, I wouldn't say buff, but he looks like he's lean in tone, you know? Freak that bitch, Tone. Hell yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm sorry, sir, but it looked like you're being aggressive and getting into her face. That is.
It looks like you're being aggressive and getting into her face. God, dude. It looks like you're aggressive and getting into her face. I feel like I'm watching this as if I'm like Beavis and Butthead, you know? Like she's got like her muffin top. Theta told him to get out of her face. Dude, this bitch sucks. We gotta change the channel, Beavis. I want to see some boobs.
What are you
guys doing out here?
You're not getting aggressive in your face.
Brian,
You are
yeah.
aggressive on the entire highway in people's faces. Like,
These woke people suck.
what are you freaking talking about? You think? Let me explain something to you. The other weekend when you guys were here, my mom.
Dude, this is fucking epic, dude. Dude, TJ, you got some gold on this one, man. This is honestly, this is exciting to I'm raw dogging this video, by the way. I did not watch this video beforehand. Like, I am purely raw dogging this shit, and I am loving this. Let's see.
Stocks Famaliferum says. His wife is like 9 months pregnant and came up and hugged me at one point.
Oh, heck yeah, man. I didn't know that. Oh, dude, that's cool.
Stocks Famaliferum says. Their kids go to my kids' school.
That's fucking cool, dude. I love it, brother. That's amazing.
Came to pick up my kids. My daughter had to walk from my surf shop to my grandma's car to her grandma's car on Anderson. You know what? She's 3 or 4.5. You know what she said to my grandma, my mom? Granny, are these people going to be at your house? That's a 4.5-year-old. What do you think of her body language? She knows this is a disturbance.
I see fucking Greg. Oh, God, I saw Greg. Ugh. I mean, he's not... Greg, I have mixed emotions about that, man. I like the fact that he's treating TJ better, but I also think Greg is a freaking... Ugh. He's kind of a moron. Anyway, let's keep going.
Hell, nobody has to tell her she's a child. She's like, this is uninviting. She knows that as a 4.5-year-old. And you guys, for some reason, have no desire.
Dude, keep bitching them out, dude. Let them just sit there in silence. Let them sit there in silence. Keep going, dude. Brian, keep fucking going, bro. This is awesome.
To just be like, man,
And I'm sorry I keep stopping the video, you guys.
I have something I want to say. I have free speech. I want to do things. This is affecting the area down here negatively. Let's do it somewhere where it doesn't have a negative effect on the businesses. Let's do it during a time frame that's not critical for downtown businesses that are all.
No way, dude. No way. Hold on.
Stocks Famaliferum says. Chris Castleman comes up and gets into it with Greg while I'm in this conversation.
Oh my God. Dude, this is like WWE, dude. This is like either... This is so crazy. I did not expect any of this. Like, this is like, I'm really sad. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually very sad that I couldn't have made this event today. I'm glad I got to meet my girlfriend's family. I rather would have done that. But if I was free today, oh my God, I would have been down there in a New York fucking minute, dude. Oh my God. This is great, dude.
Already suffering pain. Like the ability to reason.
Dude, I feel like a kid in a candy store right now, dude. This is amazing.
Is not present with you guys. Like, I could not imagine negatively affecting somebody who's trying to make a living because I have ideas and I have things I want to say. Like, if I say those things, if my desire to speak out destroys someone else's livelihood, I am in the wrong. I need to find a productive way to protest. Okay?
Yeah, and a lot of people, by the way, avoid the downtown area because of all these woke people that go down there. That's the thing that people need to realize. So many people avoid the downtown area on purpose because they know that these woke fools are going to be down there being cray-cray, right? So, of course, they avoid it. Why not? You know? It's, it makes perfect sense to avoid it down there. Like, it really does. Crazy. Fucking crazy. If you guys can, though, if you guys think that TJ is the man, double tap your screen to like the stream. Once again, double tap the screen to like the stream. If you think that TJ's doing God's work, I think he's doing a great job, by the way. TJ's the man. The fact that TJ's able to catch all this on fucking camera is amazing. Amazing, as Jesse Lee Peterson would say. Amazing.
Stocks Familivrum says, I wish I could have filmed this conversation and the Chris vs. Greg conversation at the same time.
That would have been so fucking hot. That would have been awesome. Let's keep watching.
And I've done that. I nearly single-handedly reopened Lighthouse Beach. I protested.
Hey, quick thing. I want everybody to go to @Stocks Family Farm. Once again, the symbol, Stocks Family Farm, all one word, Stocks Family Farm. Make sure you go to his page, his YouTube channel, subscribe to him because he's a stud and he's a good dude. And honestly, I love the fact that he does these protests, man. This is... Dude, honestly, TJ might be the greatest citizen journalist I've seen in a long time. I feel like he's kind of in a lot of ways he's a great interviewer, but he reminds me of Nick Shirley. I think TJ's a fan of Nick Shirley. I'm pretty sure he is. The guy that exposes all the fraud and stuff, Nick Shirley. TJ kind of reminds me of like a Nick Shirley a little bit. He's an independent journalist. I fucking love it.
By cutting the fence, I was arrested. I was charged. I hired an attorney. I fought the charges. I paid $27,500 to get that beach open for the public. I did something. Who did it hurt? Did I destroy any businesses in the meantime? No. I did action. I put everything I had on the line for something I believed in. And I did not put the burden on somebody else. I took the burden. And that beach is open now. And they dismissed the charges the day before.
That does not mean that you get to be aggressive with a person.
If I'm
and
call the cops.
Overwhelm them.
Get me arrested for free speech. Police.
I'd rather we be rational and calm here.
I have been trying to talk. I've been like Cindy there, who I have donated money to every time she comes in. Advertised with her every time she asks me. I've pleaded with her all of 2025. Hey, gosh, it'd be great if you could move there. Spoke with her, let her know, like, I would love for this to go down there a little bit. Give us a block so you're not blocking customers. And it's just a double barrel middle finger from you guys. And then she posts up right here like, geez, Cindy, we've only had probably a dozen conversations. Like, hey, that is a negative on our downtown. It is negatively affecting businesses downtown.
Yeah, because everybody in Coos County thinks this woke shit is stupid. They think this No Kings protest is a boomer fest waste of time. Not even the young kids want to go down to this shit. I mean, let that be kind of like a wake-up call. Not even the young kids. Not even like the high school kids. And by the way, high school kids are pretty politically aware these days. And I think a lot of young kids are just like, you know what? Only boomers vote for Democrats. Straight up. Only boomers. They're like, okay, boomer, fine. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think a lot of kids these days are just fed up. That's why you see only old people. I mean, seriously, think about it. Whenever you go to these No Kings protests, 80 to 90% of the participants are all old people. Old fucking boomers. Like, let's be very honest about this. It's boomers. It's goddamn boomers. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Just ask the businesses. Like, could you move to the visitor center? And she knows this is she has made it personal. Like, if I asked her to just move down to the visitor center, she just moved down to the visitor center. Hallelujah. Praise God. Thank you, Sydney, for being reasonable with me. But she posts up here to spite me. So it is personal.
You feel that way, sir.
I'm sorry you guys feel however you feel.
I'm sorry you feel that way, dude. This lady with the muffin top is a passive aggressive. You know what? This lady showing off her muffin top is just she sucks, dude. Terrible. I know it's Greg's wife or whatever, but I don't really respect Greg that much either. I don't respect either of them. They're just annoying. But dude, fucking A, like, god damn. And I'm not making fun of anybody with muffin tops. I'm just saying, come on, man. Like, I got a gut. I ain't showing off my muffin top. I might, though. I might. Honestly, this makes me want to go down to more of these No Kings protests, and I just want to bring like a little karaoke microphone and start singing about how woke I am, dude. I want to out-woke the wokes. Do you guys think the Michael Garza show can out-woke everybody? I think I can, dude. I think I'm more woke than everybody. Yeah, dude, exactly what I was saying. The way she's talking to him, she's being passive. Dude, she's got a very passive aggressive tone.
Says,
exactly.
He calls them out for being passive aggressive. Actually,
it's fucking. This is why I don't like talking to liberals, because anytime you question anything they do, they just become passive aggressive little cucks, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's so frustrating. And yeah, I don't know. I just give me 1 second, you guys. Give me a second here. So frustrated, bro. I'm woke-alicious. I'm so delicious. I'm woke-alicious, dude. I want to go down there and out-woke everybody, dude. I want to out-woke the woke, bro. I want to out-woke everybody. Can I be the wokest man in Coos Bay? I don't know.
But you guys don't want to have, you guys don't care about community. You come down here, you middle finger.
This guy right here, by the way, do you see that boomer in the background, everybody? I've seen this guy in a couple of TJ's videos, and he just, I don't know. He looks like the definition. If I were to put the stereotypical male liberal boomer in the dictionary, that guy's face would be next to it. This guy right here. This boomer guy right here. If you guys can see where my mouse is at. Oh my god, dude. I can't take these woke people seriously. It's tough for me to take. And Brian's just going off. He's like, fuck you guys. I donate to your stupid party, and then this is how you guys treat me? I don't even know why I don't know why any business would even donate to the Democrat Party. I wouldn't. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Screw the Dems, dude.
everything.
I'm sorry community efforts have not affected you directly.
You're not.
By the way, go woke, go broke. One of the reasons he's not making any money during these hours is because all the woke people are there and they're scaring away all the customers. He's tolerable, but still annoying. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. He still looks like the boom. He looks like
Stocks
a
from
boomer.
Oliverum says.
Well, he's a boomer, but you know.
That's Rocky. He's tolerable, but still annoying.
I don't know. Just a lot of these woke boomers, man. They just kind of, I don't know. They just kind of rub me the wrong way. But he's, you know, I'm sure some of them, I'm sure they're all nice in some way. But man, when they get overly political, it just gets frustrating.
These are not like. I get it. Your stuff is global. None of these things you have are. Nobody in this vicinity has anything to do with this stuff. Nobody.
We might not have worked in the areas of the community where you have been and seen effects. We do work in the community.
I'm talking about this. I'm not trying to talk. I don't care what you do outside of this. That's great. But I'm telling you, you're like Trump demonstrator. Okay, great. Is Trump coming down here today? Is he going to see that? Who is going to see that? Just regular people. You're not speaking to any power. Like, whatever you're doing is minuscule, negligible against the actual effects.
Yeah, and the only thing these protests are good for, by the way, is really honestly, these boomer protests only create more Republican voters. You want to know why? Because a lot of people who are on the fence about whether to vote Democrat or Republican, they see these boomer fests and they think to themselves, "Oh man, this is just an old people thing. Only old people who suck at life vote Democrat, so I'm going to fucking vote Republican." That's pretty much what it is. So honestly, the only thing they're doing is creating more like Trump voters and JD Vance voters. JD Vance 2028, by the way.
The practical effects of your actions. You are actually deterring people from downtown. You are actually diverting money from downtown from people who are traveling through. Coos Bay downtown needs to capture the money as much as possible of everybody traveling through here. Every dollar that drives.
We're getting an economics lesson too. So it's so funny. I love how this guy's got a tax the rich shirt, by the way. The boomer guy, he's got a tax the rich shirt. And yeah, the rich are already taxed, by the way. The rich people still have to pay taxes. Now, granted, they can get write-offs if they're smart about it. And honestly, I'm glad if there are rich people who legally don't pay taxes. I'm very proud of them, because honestly, those taxes don't go to anything good anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Passed downtown has a long-term negative effect on the investment ability of downtown. It's basic. So regardless of what you believe, if that is your practical effect, your words mean nothing. Your purpose means nothing. Because if you destroy your own downtown,
absolutely
trying
nothing,
to
bro.
change the world, you have nothing. How do you guys not see that?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, a lot of these woke boomers.
I have a non-profit.
Oh shit, we got Tiny Lion Gaming in the house. Thank you for the 6767 and 67. I appreciate it, my brony bro. Everybody give a shout out to my boy Tiny Lion Gaming for dude, you're just sending a bunch of 6-7s, bro. Tiny Lion Gaming sends a 6767. Dude, another 6-7, dude. Thank you, Tiny Lion Gaming, for sending all these 6-7s. I appreciate it big time. That's 67 jewels. That's a little bit of extra dough in Zaddy's pocket. Thank you so much. By the way, if you guys want to donate gifts, 6-7 gifts are always okay. Anytime people want to donate gifts, man, it helps the channel a lot. So Tiny Lion Gaming, I appreciate it, bro.
Tiny Lion Gaming says 6 or 7 of them.
That's funny, man. Tiny Lion Gaming, though, I appreciate it, bro. And we got my boy Ty Lord. So we got roll call, everybody. We got we got Annie, we got Tiny Lion Gaming, we got Ty Lord, we got TJ, we got Larson Christopher. What up, Larson Christopher? But yeah, we're watching TJ's video, his report on the anti-Trump protest down in downtown Coos Bay. And I'll tell you what, man, this is amazing. And we got ET in the house too. I forgot to mention we got ET. And we also got my boy Nate Dogg. He was on the chat a little earlier. Don't know if he's still on, but that's okay. Whether he's on or not, love Nate Dogg. Yeah, I love it, dude. We got the brony bros, dude.
For children, right there. Okay, that thing. Personally, we funded to the tune of like $180,000 to get that open as a community service. We do not turn any children away. That is struggling. Okay, it's very new, but every dollar that my restaurant doesn't make, every dollar that my surf shop doesn't make, makes that less of a possibility. And that is 4 people downtown. That is 4 people in our community. And you guys are, regardless, this has nothing to do with your message. This has to do with the practical effect of you guys, the crowds, the lack of parking, and just the
Yeah, he's so right, dude. He's so fucking spot on, dude. Dude.
Overall, people do not want to mess with this. They don't want to park. They don't want to walk through it. And I know that.
Preach, brother, preach, brother, preach.
Customers tell me, I drove by yesterday. Like, I didn't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
I listen to people.
Nobody wants anything to do with this
bullshit.
Absolutely.
And the numbers don't lie.
Yes.
They just do not lie. Last weekend, by 2 o'clock, I had done
She practiced so hard. Like, she practiced with the karaoke version.
I've done like
She practiced with the karaoke version. I was so upset
that is
they
a
cut it
negative
off early.
effect.
And they,
Why? You could not
and they like
change
played the version
whatever,
of the song
how to get
playing.
your
Like,
message
it,
out.
I feel
So
like
it doesn't
it made
negatively
it look
affect
like you didn't
downtown.
know the words, but dude.
Why? I just
Killed her. What about the
You're
tattoos? Did you see that? Dude,
I just can't wrap my head around. Like, man, this is really
like
negatively
angels,
affecting downtown. But
angels,
you know what?
and Jesus,
remove
and
the regime.
crosses, and doves. And, yeah.
Nobody
Good to
that
see you.
sees that sign, if they could actually see it and read it, has any power to do the things you guys are asking for. You are making no difference. The biggest difference you're making is negative on our downtown. And you could do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get these words out. You could have a movement. You could do, if it was a movement, it probably wouldn't be as bad. Like if you guys actually started at one side and moved along to another side, probably wouldn't have the effect. In fact, the March for Science, which were several years ago, they were doing those. That was an actual march. I think they marched like once a month. It probably actually drew people in because it was like a parade and it looked like something. This is static. This is
just them propping up. It's just basically a bunch of old people bringing their chairs, which is fine, I guess, posting up in front of the businesses. And honestly, the No Kings protests, just ridiculous, dude. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Unbelievable.
Is stagnant. This stinks. People don't want to move through it. It negatively affects downtown. And if you don't believe me, which you probably shouldn't, ask Jill at the Egyptian. Go into Cafe 101. Not today, because they closed on Saturdays. Because they can't make money on a Saturday. Does that even make any sense to you? How detrimental that is? That a cafe in our downtown couldn't make money on a Saturday? Because you guys are here? Do you think they're making money on Wednesday?
Because a lot of this event is so off-putting. This event is so off-putting, and it exudes fakeness. And people like myself and a lot of people in Coos County can see that it's basically a bunch of old people with pre-made signs, by the way, exposed by TJ. TJ exposes this. They pull out signs that are pre-made out of a box. None of these people know what the signs are even about. They're just like, hey, I was told I need to hold this, so I'm going to hold it. This is a disingenuous protest. There's nothing genuine about it. In fact, if anything, it's faker than my fucking tits. Okay, I don't really have fake tits, but if I did have fake tits, it would be faker than my hypothetical fake tits. Oh, what the fuck am I saying? I don't even know anymore, dude. I'm so jumbled up. Brian's a stud, dude.
Do you think that's how it works? Do you think people make money on Wednesday? Seriously, answer me the question. What do you think? You don't have an opinion. What do you think?
I'm here to help
Do downtown businesses
prevent
make?
someone from being bullied. That's what I'm
Well,
here
that guy
for.
walking.
You are bullying downtown.
That guy.
Yeah, he's right, dude. They're bullying. Dude, honestly, they are bullying downtown a little bit. Quite a bit. And, dude, Brian's my hero, dude. Everybody, I want to just give a shout out to Brian. He owns the surf shop, Shark Bites. I think it's, I can't remember what his surf shop is called. I think it's also called Shark Bites. I can't remember exactly, but either way, his restaurant Shark Bites. I've had food there. It's really good. It's amazing. So I want to support this guy in any way I can. I love this dude. This guy's a fucking hero, dude. This guy's just sticking up. He's like, dude, you guys just post up in front of my fucking business. Nobody wants to come in on a Saturday and eat food. Yeah, it's just like, it's amazing. This is just amazing, dude. Amazing.
That was
You are the bully.
the guy that just walked by with his kids. He says, "Here, stand on this side of me so you don't go around those people."
You guys
So there's
are
people
the
being
bullies.
scared right now.
You're
Little
the bullies.
children.
Yelling.
You guys are
No, but he said it when he got past here. He said it when he got past here. He was talking about he moved his children from this side over to here to keep them away from the people this side.
aggressive bullies. Passive aggressive is a bully. That's
Oh yeah, and Democrats are the queens of passive aggressive, and that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why most Democrats just piss me off to high heaven. It's just their attitude.
that.
Thanks, Tim.
You guys are passive aggressive. You are bullies, and you are bullying downtown. And you might not intentionally do it, but when one person who lives
Okay.
downtown,
How you doing, buddy?
owns
Okay.
businesses downtown, says, "Hey, you guys, this is negative effect. I spent all last year telling you guys how negative it is, and you guys are just double barrel middle finger." You are the passive aggressive bullies. You hide behind free speech, your right to protest, and you say that as if that's my argument. I understand your right to be a bully. I understand there's nothing in the Constitution that doesn't allow someone to be a passive aggressive bully. It's completely American to do that. You can do it, but it's not good. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your mind, and it's not good for downtown.
Yeah, downtown Coos Bay is getting screwed by this shit.
Tina Lion says, maybe you Democrat atheists aren't doing well, but we are doing fine. Random Gian at 1708 says, same TLG.
My boy
Tina
Tyler.
Lion says, my fridges and freezers are full.
You guys are just blank slates.
I don't
You're
have
no
anything to
you,
say.
yeah, exactly.
You have
exactly.
told this to me 3 times. You have cornered me like you cornered Cindy.
100%. I'm not.
Cornering? Dude, he's not cornering anybody. If anything, he's confronting, sure, but that's not cornering. He's confronting your entire protest, which isn't much of a protest. You guys are just hawking up signs in front of businesses and stuff. It's so stupid.
Control over
You guys they're just, I mean, look, they have a right to protest and all that shit. It's public spots. But at the same time, these people suck. A lot of these woke people suck that are just chilling out downtown and with their pre-made sign. You know, honestly, if the signs actually were original, it might actually make a little bit, like if it came from their heart and not from some box of pre-made signs. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I love this guy. I love what this dude's doing. I think it's fabulous. Let's keep going.
Cornered. You are, bro. There's no walls. This is outside. You could
I
go
was
over
sitting
there.
in my car and you blocked my way out before. I have nothing
Okay.
because I have no
Again.
control.
Again.
I have tried to talk to you calmly, and all I get is you yelling at me. So yes, I have nothing
Well,
to say, sir.
to be honest, I'm like kind of loud at you guys because I don't think you get it. That's what I'm talking about, the passive aggressive double middle finger. Like, you're telling me you care about downtown. Greg just told me that. Well, you don't. You do
I've
not.
done a lot in the community, but you won't let me talk about it, and when I have, you have brushed it off.
Again,
So I
your
don't have
efforts
something to say.
in the community are negligible against the damage you're doing. You can't okay, let me put it.
Oh my God, he's so correct. Basically, what he's saying is, okay, so you've done some nice things for the community. Great. But you're also damaging the community by holding these stupid events. None of these businesses are able to get business because sane people, actual sane people who are not crazy lunatic boomers who are woke as shit, those people don't want to go downtown when this is happening because they think that all the woke people are actually mentally ill and they might even damage their car. I mean, that's honestly a reasonable assumption. Pretty damn reasonable to me. That's all I got to say. So, no, I love the fact that he's calling it out, man. I have nothing but mad respect for this guy. I love this guy. I think this guy's fabulous, man. Brian, you're a stud, man. I know you don't know who I am, but I think you're awesome, man. I think you're awesome, dude. I think what he's doing is great. And, damn it. Give me a second. Whew. 1 second. I gotta adjust my dong. I had to adjust my dong a little bit. These jeans are a little too tight for my ass. It's not easy having a 2-inch dong. I'm just kidding. I'm a 2-incher, man. Not just kidding. It's so big. My dong is so big. No, just kidding.
Put it into simple
JK.
terms. If I do nothing but take care of you, do nothing but love on you, do nothing but care for you, and then beat you at night. I only beat you for a little bit, just for a little bit.
Yeah, it's just for 10 minutes. I love this analogy, though, because he's saying that, like, hey, I do all these nice... So, like, let's say I do all these nice things for you. And then at night, bam, bam, bam. It cancels out any of the good, because then you're doing bad. You know, you can't just use your good deeds to mask any of your shitty deeds. That's not the way things should work. Simple as that, dude. Simple as that. So I love that analogy by Brian's fucking studly, dude.
Am I taking care of you?
Looks like you're a Trump follower.
I'm not. I am not, am I? Because no matter how much good I do, if I beat you, then I'm not taking care of you. It's the same thing. That's the same thing with you can go do all the good you can, but when you make it just so much harder for downtown, detract business from downtown, you can't do enough good to make up for that. You can't work hard enough to make up for the money that is lost.
This is amazing, dude. This is
passing through
amazing.
downtown. You can't do that. There's no amount of good you can do that makes up for the negative. Just like sin. Okay, I can do good all day, but when I sin, I am a sinner from the morning until the night, no matter how much good I do from one sin. Same thing. You guys can't just claim to do good. I'm doing this for this and then crap on downtown. You cannot crap on downtown and do good simultaneously.
Oh, that's the problem with the Democrats is, you know, like, look, I respect their right to protest, but like, nobody takes the Democrat Party serious. I mean, there are people who take it seriously, unfortunately, but either way, there are people who take the Democrat Party seriously. The moment that they became enamored with socialism and collectivism and saying that those are good things For who? Saying that the government should have more socialism and communism principles? Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Hell no, dude. I say hell no.
You need to do the good things that you're doing and not crap on downtown. It's literally that simple. Just don't do that. The negative.
He's right. 100%, dude. 100%, dude. 100.
Part that you guys are doing.
I love this dude. He's
Don't
amazing.
do that part. Do all the other good without the negative part. Love your wife. Love your partner. Don't beat them. It's basic. Your heart understands it. Your
It's a good
mind
analogy.
understands it because it is logical. And
That's a hell of an analogy, bro.
everybody knows it. If I did to you what you are doing to downtown, you would be offended. Righteous.
So it would, another example would be like, let's say that you I can't think. I was gonna say like, well, actually some of the examples that I could think of are pretty vile. But he made a good point. I mean, his analogy was perfect for the situation. Essentially, what he's saying is, you may do some good for the community, but when you do stuff like this and make it to where small businesses around the community aren't making any money from the tourism, from the people coming through, because people are too freaked out by the No Kings protesters. By the way, the only people, the funny thing is, the people who have the money to spend at these restaurants, traditionally, they are not woke. Traditionally, if you're woke, you tend to be broke. I'm not dissing anybody who's broke. I'm just saying the people with the money tend not to be woke. There's a pattern here. All right, that happens. And what he's trying to say is a lot of these people that come here with the money see this woke shit and they're like, I don't want to go to that restaurant because all that woke crap is happening next to that restaurant. That's pretty much it. And yeah. So I love what this guy's saying, by the way.
Obviously so. Because I trespassed on you. I trespassed on your freedom to operate a business, to live your life, to have peace, liberty, and freedom. I would be trespassing on that. If I pulled up in front of your place of work every day and deterred people from going in to your work,
that's enough. I mean, he's right. Not gonna lie, he's right. If you're posting up against this, in front of this dude's establishment, basically, constantly, I see where he's coming from, man. Dude, this guy's awesome. Why is he like? This guy's like the coolest dude ever. Like, this guy's the fucking man. Dude, I'm loving this, man. I'm in love with this guy. I'm trying not to get too gay. Yeah, as you know, the Michael Garza show is often called the Michael Garza show because I tend to get a little too I tend to get a little too homoerotic when watching this shit. BRB, one moment.
Laugh out loud.
Don't you realize your daddy killed tourism?
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a super chat. Hold on. We got a super chat, everybody. Let's listen to the super chat real quick here. Give me 1 second. So Kelly CE23 says, let's play it out again.
Laugh out loud.
Don't you realize your daddy killed tourism?
How did Donald Trump kill? Are you talking about? I'm assuming you mean Donald Trump. How did Donald Trump kill tourism? He didn't kill tourism. In fact, if anything, what he's did is probably helped a lot of tourism in America because he's making it to where people from crappy countries aren't allowed to come in for a bit. ET is asking, did I get my food delivery or not? I didn't get any food delivery, man. I did not get any food delivery, but I do want to thank Kelly CE23 for the super chat. Thank you, Kelly. I'm going to keep that up on the board for a little bit while I react to this. If anybody else wants to super chat, I'll highlight the super chat and boom, boom, boom.
I would be in the wrong. That would be detrimental to what your goals were. Your free and righteous American goals to make
What's
a
happening,
living,
guys?
to have free thought, to have liberty. I would be inhibiting that. That is what this does downtown. That's what these actions do. The money comes in and it sees this and it just keeps on going. And it is so critical for a coastal town like ours. You know, if we had robust industry in this town, I wouldn't be out here right now.
How's it going, guys?
I wouldn't be talking to you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be telling Cindy, like, hey, you're blowing up the only profitable day of the week for me. Because
in Saturdays, here's the thing. Saturdays are often the most profitable days for a business like Shark Bites, because the restaurant business, most people got the day off on Saturday. And a lot of them might want to get some lunch or some dinner. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I mean, that's exactly it.
all the other days would be so good. And if it was so, I'm not here on principle. Mostly, I'm here on practicality. This is the most profitable day of the week for us. If you were here on Wednesday, I guess I just wouldn't care.
If you guys want, I post everything that I do down here live on YouTube.
I'm already losing.
If you guys want to follow it, Stocks Family Farm.
I can't make any money on Wednesday, but I could.
TJ, yeah, by the way, at Stocks Family Farm. Once again, TJ's channel is at Stocks Family Farm. Make sure you note it down or subscribe to it now. Go check him out, man. TJ is an amazing human being. One of the coolest dudes I know. Honestly, just an amazing fella. I love talking to him. I love it when he goes down to these things. It's incredible to watch. I mean, it's a fucking work of art. The way he goes about it, the dude, it's like, it's art. It is a form of fucking art, man. Like, I love it, dude. I get off to this shit. I try not to, but I get off to this.
Could make money on Saturday, but you guys destroyed that opportunity. And if we had a robust economy and I was making money Monday through Friday and you guys destroyed my Saturday lunch, I wouldn't care. I'm not in it for every last dollar. I'm in it to survive. I'm in it for community. I'm in it because I love this town. I'm in it because
this dude's preaching some facts. I love it, man.
I want to see success down here. I want people to have places to recreate. I want to have people to have community, to be able to do things, to gather like you guys are gathering. I want that. But I don't want that if it destroys someone else's ability to survive. And if I had 5 days a week that we were making money, then great. Take up Saturday. I don't care. I would take the time off. I don't need to work 6 days a week. I don't need to. But I need to make money. I have to. You have to make money. That guy has to make money. Cindy has to make money, which I used to give her regularly every time she asked. Everybody needs to get paid. We need every dollar that drives through our town.
First off, do not fund the Democrats. That's probably the first lesson you need to realize, Brian. Do not give any money to the Democrat Party. Do not give it to Coos County Democrats, because the Coos County Democrats are toxic. I mean, you could call me toxic if you want. I don't care. I don't really give two shits about my image. But no, like, it's just, it's wild. It's fucking wild. This is crazy. This is amazing. I'm really kind of sad that I didn't get to get this on live stream. I really am. Kelly CE23, let's
Kelly's
take a look.
23 says, willfully ignorant. Kelly's 23 says, go ask a Canadian in Gonramus.
What are you talking about, Kelly?
Kelly's 23 says, these protesters likely brought business to this ignorant maggot.
Yeah, most normal people think that this shit's off-putting, Kelly. What they think, look at a traditional person who's not very political, like think in the minds of somebody who's not political, right? So somebody who doesn't think about politics very often, they come downtown, they see these crazy boomers, and then they're thinking to themselves, oh, God, it's these boomers again. I'm just avoiding downtown. So what happens is a lot of these people, what'll happen is a lot of people avoid downtown because they don't want to deal with the crazy boomers down there. That's the thing. They just don't want to deal with the garbage. They don't. They don't want to deal with it. And can you blame them? And no, I don't think any of these protesters are really bringing any business to the guy. Because what happens is these protesters usually don't have any money to begin with. And what happens is usually woke people attract other broke people. And what happens is there's nobody really buying anything. I don't go to restaurants personally except for when I take my girlfriend out on a date. Other than that, I avoid restaurants like the plague. So, I don't know. I just... This is wild, man. I'm loving every minute of this, though. And I love TJ, man. TJ's a stud. I love Brian. This guy's amazing. This guy's incredible.
To be captured. We cannot do things that deter people from coming into our downtown. It is.
But no, most people find woke people to be very off-putting.
Kelly's 23 says, one story doesn't make a national talking point. Your dear leader is the one and only issue affecting tourism. Canadians are literally protesting by not coming.
Yeah, we don't want Canadians in the U.S. anyway, so stay in Canada. The only Canadians I want in the U.S. are Annie and Tim.
Annie 01200
Annie and Tim are
says,
the only Canadians I want.
That's right, Garza. I agree with that.
Annie and Tim are the only Annie and Tim Smith are the only Canadians that I would prefer to be in America.
Random Gian at 1708 says, gun it, just because you're not getting Annie's attention doesn't mean you gotta be an ass.
Detrimental to our town. And if you're willing to sacrifice your town for worldly things, it's like you take the think globally, fuck locally. That is this motto. This passive, aggressive bullshit. That is what it is. It's terrible.
I don't know, but I think Brian needs to be the new face of MAGA, like the new voice. Like this guy, honestly, he makes so many beautiful points. Like I love this Brian guy. He's amazing. He articulates his points like a fucking wizard. Better than anybody I've ever seen. Except for J.D. Vance, of course. J.D. Vance is a stud.
Political and Theological Study says, anyone else get the impression that this guy is like every other right-wing commentator? Like he doesn't actually believe anything he says, he just says it to bait engagement?
I will admit there are times that I exaggerate things, but I do actually love Donald Trump, though. I love the MAGA movement. I actually do love the Make America Great Again movement because, first off, I'm very anti-Democrat at this point in my life. Two, conservatives, the Conservative Party seems to align with my style of thinking most of the time anyway, and aligns with me philosophically. So I don't know.
Kelly's 23 says, "My God, the ignorance is astonishing. You are on the wrong side of history and will have to atone someday. I pray for your family and your community and every family out there dealing with this."
I have to atone?
Scary.
What, for loving Trump? So let me get this straight. So I have to atone for wanting to make America great again and thinking that Donald Trump's the best. Yeah, I'm not going to atone. I'm not going to apologize. It's stupid. You know, my version of atonement when it comes to the woke people is giving you guys a fat middle finger. I will give a fat middle finger to the woke people. Repent, sinner. Oh, my God. No, this is crazy, though, man. This is crazy.
You're hiding behind rights. I'm not arguing you don't have. You have these rights. I'm asking over and over again.
This is wild, man.
Consider
I love this.
the practical effect of your actions. It's easy.
I never once said
Oh
that
my
you
God,
didn't
this is
have a
great.
point.
This
I
is
never
amazing.
once said that you're not being illogical.
I love it.
I'm just asking that you not bully someone. You're saying we shouldn't bully you, so then why are you? I'm asking you just to give her a break.
I don't care. Give her a break.
Dude, everybody's going after everybody right now. So supposedly, in the background, my boy Chris Castleman is, I guess, arguing with Greg. This is so fucking crazy. Man, I wish TJ was able to get both. I mean, it's tough. If I was there, I would have actually got my camera on Greg and Chris Castleman, and I would have probably. Honestly, I love Chris Castleman, dude. That guy's so cool. I do. I love Chris. He's awesome. But Greg, on the other hand, pisses me the hell off. I don't think Greg's a bad guy, but my God, does he annoy me. Look, I don't think any of these woke people are bad people. I just think they got a shitty philosophy, and I don't know. And they probably think I got a shitty philosophy, but I don't give a shit.
Look, she is right here. I have asked Cindy 100 freaking times to go to the visitor center. She is here because it's personal
She's not
to
the one
her.
setting up the event.
Those are her signs.
She did
These
not
are her
organize
signs.
the event, and we're
Those are her signs. She could take those signs and put them wherever she wants. She could pass those signs out over by the speakers where the permit is. She could easily do that.
So that's the only problem you have.
I have a lot of problems with it. With Cindy particularly, who I've donated to every time she came in and out. Every time she had an advertisement to sell, I bought it. I did that.
It doesn't give you the right to bully her and
Again,
in her face and intimidate.
He hasn't been bullying her, though. She's been bullying him. She intentionally props up all of her stinking signs next to the Shark Bites place, making it to where people. I'm like, look, I don't know. You know, like if he never, like, I'll give you an example. If he never donated anything, I don't know. Obviously, they could set up their signs wherever they want on the public street. That's fine. It is sad, though, that these boomers can't be respectful or even see the bigger picture here. The boomers can't see the big picture, all right? And this is why they call the No Kings protest the Boomer Fest 2026. It's just Boomer Fest 2026 is all this really is at the end of the day. And people are tired of boomers being boomers, I guess. I don't know. Boomers piss me off, though.
It wasn't bullying. It wasn't intimidation. I have it all on camera. You can go back and watch it later,
I
Cam.
will go back and watch it.
Yeah, please do. From across the street, it
He
made.
was in her face. He was towering over her. That
Well,
wasn't
because he's taller than her.
I was
Yeah.
down like this.
Yeah, he got down on his
trying to get eye
knees.
level.
Yeah, the problem with Democrats is they Well, they don't like getting called out. Democrats do not like getting called out. They don't. I mean, I guess nobody really does like getting called out. But at the same time, when they get called out, they get passive aggressive. They start accusing you of the things that they were doing, which is really frustrating. That's why I don't deal with. That's why I don't deal with. You know. That's why I avoid most of them. That's why when I go down to the No Kings protest, I'm just down there rapping about my love of Joe Biden and wanting Joe Biden OnlyFans. But you know, whatever. I love Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden, he's number one. I love him. He's lots of fun. Okay, I gotta stop that shit.
Eye to eye.
She won't look me in the eye.
No,
That's
She
a
won't
sign
like
that
me
she's
through.
intimidated and done with the
That's-
conversation.
That's a sign.
she was still engaging. You can go back and watch it. I've had it from the beginning.
No, that is a sign that she knows she's wrong and she's humiliated. And
Women who
she
are uncomfortable
should be.
divert. It is a
She
coping
won't die.
mechanism.
No, look, there's
We
not
look
like
away 'cause
we can all leave. She can leave. I have as much right to be here as she does.
I'm not asking you to leave. I'm asking
look.
you to just step back and thank you for doing so.
Yeah.
He hasn't moved, actually.
Just taking a couple of steps because I've got more space and I was right between her.
Well,
Yeah.
she was standing behind you. Again, all on film.
Again, I'm just trying to address her. She comes out here. Personally, it's personal for her. I know it is because I wrote a letter to her and she never responded.
That doesn't mean it's personal. You're making an assumption.
I am not making an assumption when I asked. Look, either that or she's a retard, and I don't think she is.
Or she has other things she's prioritizing.
Yeah, well, look, if someone's like, hey, Cindy, I spent a year talking to her, being like, hey, like literally, Cindy, if you guys started at she knows this, if you guys started at the visitor center and went north, I don't think it would negatively affect us as bad. I've told her that like 100 times, and she insists on being right here. Right here. She comes in, we're friendly, we've been friends for years. I'm like, Cindy, the visitor center. Yeah, well, maybe we'll change the time, this and that. And then I just see her, and she's always just right here. Just right here. She is a selfish, prideful,
She's a selfish, you know what. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell freaking yeah.
passive-aggressive individual.
So is yelling going to help? If talking calmly didn't help, is yelling? It doesn't seem like it's helping.
Again, I don't know what you're defending. Like, I don't.
Trying to get this situation to stop.
So am I.
Okay, but
So am I.
you're,
But
you're
look,
yelling
look,
at
look.
someone.
I have a
You're causing-
look.
Yeah, let him yell. If you guys can protest on the streets and yell whatever you want, he can also tell you guys that to get away from his business. You know, he doesn't have any right to be violent. He's not being violent, though. That's the point I want to make. Honestly, Brian, I love this guy. This dude's the tits. This guy's the man, dude. So sexy.
Look, I have a duty. I have a righteous duty to protect my wife, to protect my children, to protect my employees, to protect my downtown, to protect my business. I have a righteous anger to do what is right for my community.
That does not mean you have the right to intimidate someone.
What are you guys doing?
First off, I mean, they're standing in front of his business. You know, I mean, like, she's like, you have no right to intimidate somebody. That's all you guys do is intimidate. This lady intimidates people. Clearly. Allegedly. I'll say allegedly just to cover my ass. But either way, point I'm trying to make is this. These woke people are out of their minds.
That is what you are doing. You do.
This is woke. This is what woke looks like.
You are doing that. That is what she is doing.
I feel like I'm trying to analyzing woke behavior stuff.
control over where our permit is set.
I don't.
That's not part of my job. I am just set to calm things
Again,
here.
I don't really. Again, your job is like this big, I guess, just to calm things down. Okay. Well, you know what the best way to do? You know what would work? 100% work is if you guys went home. That would work.
I can't control other people. It's
Then
best
what
that
are
I'm
you
here to calm
doing?
them.
Hey, so why don't you give them? Oh, go ahead, Rocky.
I'd like to talk with you at some point. I'm new to this conversation. I hear what you're saying, and I know that one of the messages put out by the Dems is try not to park and take up parking, and so I would like to talk to see.
I have.
No, I mean I would like to just. I hear what you're saying. If there's not any more, then there's not any more. But in terms of
Yes, and I've talked to them. They're putting out messages like, "Hey, this and that."
Yeah.
One of the easy messages, like, "Why don't you have the lady who's passing out the signs not be in the most offensive place?"
okay, anyway, I just
Why
He
can't
said
she
he
do
wants
it?
to talk to you.
I get it. I'm telling them.
I know you've talked to a lot of people.
I'm breaking it down for you practically.
I heard all that.
Dude, Brian is just a stud, dude. I love this guy, dude. Tylord, I'm sorry that it sucks that Tylord, it sucks that YouTube is freaking lame to you, man. YouTube's got to be a little nicer to you, brother. YouTube needs to be nice.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all you care about. I mean, it isn't. But what you at least would like to see is us not being in this section of the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's like, I told this to them, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you here. I'm like, I think if you guys go at the visitor center, all the way north, all the way up to the best, nearly the Best Western, it's the same amount of road. If you were from there, and you
From where?
From the visitor site.
Just from the visitor center.
Or even that other corner.
One of the problems is this crosswalk.
They love this. They gotta have the crosswalk.
Well,
Okay, like I know.
I'm just saying.
I know that's what I heard, and I understand that. I'm like,
That's what you would like to see, but
if they were from the visitor center north, that would be phenomenal. I know they love this crosswalk because the cars stop and there's a lot of action. If they have to have a crosswalk, there is from Curtis to the train museum, there is a stoplight.
Randomgian at 1708 says, I can say the most kind thing and it gets blocked.
So, Tylord, here's the problem. One of the reasons that YouTube blocks your comments is because, yes, you're saying kind things, but here's an example of a kind thing that Tylord probably messages. Michael, you have such a massive blank. I want to blank your blank in your blank. I want you to blank inside of me. I'm assuming that those are the messages that Tylord is sending. That's why YouTube is blocking all of Tylord's comments, because he's just basically saying, I want you to put the baby oil in my blank while I blank your blank to the blank to the blank. I'm assuming that's why Tylord's comments probably get blocked. I'm just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding. Hey, yo. What'd he say?
Randomgian at 1708 says, Ayo, what?
What'd he say? What'd you say? Okay, let's keep watching, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy.
And a crosswalk. And there's no businesses open. You would get the benefit of the crosswalk.
and not on that side of the street over here.
Annie01200
Yeah,
says,
Curtis, up there.
Arsadam guy, what did I tell you about behaving LOL?
You know, I think that side of the street.
Hold on. What's Tiny Lion Gaming saying?
Tiny Lion Gaming says, Annie is not Garza.
Oh, man. I'm loving it. I love accusing Tylord of stealing all my baby oil, by the way. Tylord, quit stealing the baby oil, bro. You don't deserve my baby oil. That's my baby oil. I paid the shekels for the baby oil, dude. Give me back my baby. I want my baby oil, baby oil, baby oil.
Is like, it might deter some, you know, but I don't know. You know, like if it was clear from
I don't know, Andy.
and
I agree.
like the visitor center, there was nobody in this zone, and they were just on the other side. I can't tell you if that would fix it, but it would. I think it would definitely improve it if people were like didn't see the mess and like how deep it goes. Because when they drive by and you see people here, like your brain just duplicates that all the way across. You see, and so it's like and maybe it would fix it, and I would know. You know, if
I mean, this guy's clearly a problem solver, critical thinker. I love this Brian guy, man. Legendary thinker, man. I love it.
was doing good business, bro, I would be.
Receipts, literally.
Yeah, I would be in there working. I wouldn't be out here. If I was making money, I would not be out here. If it wasn't,
We do have a problem is that we don't control the group. However, we can influence it.
yeah, I know that.
So that we can,
And it's like,
we can make that effort.
And that's why I'm picking on Cindy specifically, is because I have told all of this to her, and her response has been
Right, I agree,
right
man.
here, man, right here.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Randomgian at 1708 says. Anyways, but yes, YT will block just about everything I say on here, sadly.
Yeah, dude, so here's the thing. YouTube's automated chat moderation is bullshit, dude. Pisses me the fuck off, dude.
Stocks Familiferum says. He was just trying to sell me some Johnson & Johnson at a park the other day. Random guy is now exposed. RG equals Diddy 2.0.
Tylord is Diddy. Oh my god, dude. Tylord is basically pulling from the Diddy playbook. Tylord is now officially Diddy. Oh, Oopa Diddy style. Tylord, how could you, bro? How could you? Buying baby oil from a parking lot.
Double barrel middle finger.
Oh man, dude, TJ and Tylord and Annie, all you guys kill me every time, dude. Every time all you guys get together in the chat, I can't control it. I don't want to control it. This is too good.
Yeah, and so it's like, dude, she's heavily involved.
I wish I was part of that.
And that's.
Oh, Tiny Lion Gaming is.
Tiny Lion Gaming says. Diddy 3.0.
Oh no. Oh, we got so many. How many? Will the real P Diddy please stand up? I repeat, will the real P Diddy please stand up? We don't have a problem here. All that. You act like you never heard about baby oil before. John's all on the floor. Oh, you know what? I need to remake The Real Slim Shady. I need to do a song called The Real P Diddy. And I'm gonna look at the lyrics of The Real Slim Shady, and I'm gonna kind of tweak them quite a bit. And I'm gonna make, just like I did with the Pink Pony Club, making the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna make The Real P Diddy. Will the real P Diddy please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here. Oh man.
That is, I don't know if she's leadership, but she's influential. She makes the signs. She brings them here. She passes them out. And so, you are one of two people who have been receptive.
I hear what you're saying. I will.
Both men, by
I
the way.
will.
Both men. The women.
Okay, this guy is surprisingly being reasonable about this. Like, I will say, this old dude that has the Tax the Rich shirt. Okay, he's shockingly being reasonable. Like, more reasonable than I expected. Which is surprising.
Advocate on.
Zero have been receptive.
I was receptive the first time, and then you cornered me.
No, you're not receptive because you just.
I was the first one to tell the.
No.
I was the first one to tell the people who are organizing it. These are your concerns.
Yes, but you personally.
I hope this is all.
Thanks, Rocky. Yeah, I appreciate it, sir. You look. Look, you talking, the signs, it's not practical. It doesn't mean anything. I have
For women, sir.
wow, I got more respect for women than you would imagine. But you guys, Greg, I tell you my concerns. Do I ever see you guys? I have actually lately seen you guys down by the visitor center. But
Yeah, I have no respect for this woke movement, man. The whole woke, the woke anti-Trump protest. It's basically just an anti-Trump protest. They call it a No Kings, but they really just don't like Trump. What it boils down to is they hate Trump, even though Trump has been pretty damn good. Honestly, and I'm not going to lie, Trump has actually been one of the best presidents of my lifetime. Seriously, he has been the best president of my lifetime, and honestly, promises made, promises kept. Straight up, dude. Straight the hell up, dude. Hell yeah. So, no, I love what Trump's been able to do, man, especially just overall. BRB, you guys, I gotta, I just need a moment, man. Just give me a few seconds, you guys. Don't forget to tap the like button. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button. Let's keep going. Give me just another few moments, and I'll BRB. All right, here we go.
Stocks Familiferum says, I'm headed to bed. Good night, y'all. God bless, and join my live at church tomorrow at 11.
Hey, have a good night, Mr. TJ. Get that rest, brother. Get that rest, brother. But everybody, give a shout out to my boy TJ. We're going to keep reacting to the rest of this video because honestly, dude, TJ's doing God's work, man. I love it.
how many times did I talk to you guys? And you were still right here. If you were receptive, and I'm not
to be represented. I hear you, but I don't have any of that authority. I have
you personally. Like,
Fucking windy out here.
Look, if you were receptive, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like telling you. If I tell you something, receptive, like with my child, would be like, I would never see you on this corner again. I would only see you across the street. or by the visitor center.
This is the first time I have set up a sign in months. I just walk the perimeter to keep people calm.
Okay, well maybe maybe I'm picking on Greg more than you. That could totally, but it's totally possible. But I highly did you tell that person to move today?
No. Does it come down here random?
Again, I see you're just looping me. Like, you don't have to be receptive. I don't need you to be receptive.
I've been a business owner too. I recognize the problems, and that it affects your family.
Oh God! Either way, let's
I've heard that. That's something I can do.
You could, and I'm not. You could easily go you could walk up to that person and be like, hey, we've received information that being in this quadrant really negatively affects downtown. I'll help you carry your stuff if you want to go over to the visitor center where we're trying to congregate. You could actually do that. That could be something you do. Nobody has to tell you to do that. You could just do that on your own. And look, I'm not trying to sound irritated or anything. I'm just pointing out the practical obvious.
Well, here's the thing. It's okay to sound irritated if you're irritated, man. You deserve to be irritated. A lot of these people, man, honestly aren't very respectful down there. A lot of the people that go down to these anti-Trump protests are not very respectable to begin with, or respectful. So, no, I completely see where he's coming from more than anybody. I love this guy. I think he's a fabulous dude. I think what he's doing is absolutely correct. And it's just... it's all very frustrating, man. It's kind of crazy a little bit, you know what I mean? I think he's completely in the right. Brian is. And, I may not be an official business owner on paper, but I treat a lot of everything that I do as a business, my YouTube channel. I treat my, I swing trade stocks to make a lot of money. I gotta admit that's one of my main streams of income is swing trading specific ETFs. But and then the other one is just, delivery driving every once in a while just to, make a little extra couple bucks. But yeah, no, I understand first off, the desire to make sure your business is good. That's a big deal. So no, I love what this guy's doing. I think he's in the right. I really do. I think he's in the right to be pissed off at these people. A lot of these woke people are very frustrating. And personally, I wouldn't want to deal with them. I really wouldn't. It's just too much to deal with, man. Just a few more seconds, everybody. One moment. Actually, hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Oh, hold on. Not again. One more moment. Son of a bitch. Extended thinking. There we go. But yeah, no, I think what TJ's doing is fabulous. I think what Brian's arguing is reasonable. I think what Brian is saying is extremely reasonable. And let's keep listening.
I believe your intention is to be receptive. But just hearing what I said is not being receptive. Taking action is receptive. And you have let me point this out. You have no obligation to be receptive. I don't deserve it from you, and I don't expect it.
But if you don't think I'm receptive, then you start yelling.
No. I don't. Look, it's merely because you told me you were receptive, and I was just trying to be with all due respect, you're not being respected. It is not a character flaw. Yeah, but
It was after the conversation with Rocky.
Telling me one thing when I know for a fact it's not true, and I think we might have a disagreement on what receptive looks like in action, but and I'm not offended that you're not receptive to me. But if you're telling me like I've been doing like.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. I think that this woke lady is just not receptive of what Brian is saying to her. So the problem is she's been passive aggressive the entire time. I don't think she's aware. I mean, she's probably aware of her tone. The thing is, honestly, Brian's pissed, and he has every reason to be pissed. These people are putting their right next to his business. You know, it's sad that businesses downtown on a Saturday are not making any money because of this. You would think that maybe it would bring people to spend money, but no, they're all going down to the Coney station. That's the only place that's making any amount of money, and that's it. Because all the woke Democrats tend to go down to the Coney. But anyway, I don't know.
I heard your concerns, and I'm putting what I can do into action. Like that's false, and I'll back you up here on this. Very uncomfortable. If I was in your position, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't.
Randompian at 1708 says, "I'm back. Had to help make some room. The puppy we are getting this week."
Dude, that is so cool. You're getting a puppy dog, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, get it, man. That's awesome. Hey, everybody, give a shout out to Tyler, dude. My boy is getting a puppy this week. What a stud, dude. What a stud. Studly muffin, dude. Tyler is my stud muffin. No, that really is cool, dude. Hell yeah. I fucking love it, bro. I fucking love it. Ah! Such a stud, dude. Such a stud.
I don't want to be out here doing this, but I have a duty and obligation to make every effort to change this.
I will admit, I did not think about letting people know that businesses are upset
My message has
in
it?
this area. Now, if I do that,
Okay.
I still might not be able to get them to move, and you won't see my efforts.
No. You're right. I probably won't. But if you came up to me and went like, "Hey, such and such and such," I'm doing what I can, and I would be like, "Okay, like I'll take your word for it. Like I don't think you're lying to me. You know, I don't think that." So I also know like a lot of the people I talk to them, they don't want to hear me. I get it. I come off. I'm pissed. I'm angry. It's costing me.
Had people like TJ come and get a lot of antagonistic, so they're just kind of set to want conversation.
Thousands of dollars. This protest, there's nobody in this protest has cost more than me. I mean, these tens of thousands of dollars I lost in 2025 for my Saturday decline was, I mean, it's like a minimum 25 grand. Not like in gross sales, like actual money out of my family's pocket. Last year was the first.
25 grand? Damn, dude, that's big for. That's some big losses, dude. 25 hundo? Wait, 25 grand? Is he talking about 25,000 or is it 2,500? I don't know. That's crazy though.
First year I've lost money in a long time. And there are a lot of macro factors in the economy that are making it extremely difficult for us to be successful. They are abound.
Ma'am, you dropped your knitting needle.
I have like next to no control. Where do you? And I don't have any access to the people who do have control. And I'm not in that party. I'm not in I'm not in the upper echelon. I have no reach. You know, I'm just a guy trying to sell fish tacos. And so, although probably my most aggressive stance is towards.
No, but what Brian's doing, man, is very respectable. You know, honestly, is he getting a little heated? Sure. But honestly, it's kind of hard not to get a little heated at some of these woke people, you know? So, no, this is wild, though, man. It's very interesting to watch this shit, though. And like I said, man, TJ's one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best citizen journalists in this town. In fact, he is the best citizen journalist in this town. Straight up. TJ's the GOAT, dude. He just wants to get to the truth. He wants to get to the truth, see what people are thinking, see what the public is talking about. And I like it, man. And here I am. I'm just a lazy bastard. I'm just reacting to it.
You guys.
TJ's putting in the work. I'm basically reacting to it because I want to advertise his channel for free. He doesn't give me any money for this or anything like that. Nothing like that. But TJ, I want to support TJ in any way I can because he's really just been an incredible dude just to get to know overall. And I'm very fortunate to be able to get to know this man. Like, TJ is so cool. Like, you guys may not know him in real life or anything like that, but man, check out his channel. He's got some cool farm videos too that he does. He's got an awesome pig, an awesome dog, great family. He's a family man. Like, TJ's the man. Like, he's the complete package. You know, he's the complete package.
You guys are the only actual practical negative factor in my business that I can look at. It's one of the few problems that I can look at and be like, geez, you guys, like, we live in the same town. I think we all want basically the same things, especially if we count like within 50 miles. We probably want nearly exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
We go out 200 miles, we probably want different things. You go out 1,000 miles, we want different. You go to the other side of the planet, we're probably on different pages, like everybody else. We might not be. I don't really know, but I do know that for the 50 miles right here, you and me and her and Craig and Cindy even, we are probably like 98% on the same page. We want the exact same things, and that's what I want. That's what, if I didn't like love this town, want those things, and need the business to survive, I wouldn't be out there. I mean, believe it or not, I am a non-confrontational. Like,
I'm usually very shy, so yeah, I can believe that.
I am not. That is not my thing.
Approaching people usually.
I will eat it. I eat it all the time, and I just don't care. And so that's why I'm addressing Cindy, because she just like used to just be able to talk and sponsor everything she did. We're reasonable. She acted like she was like, yeah, maybe we can move, or maybe we can do this. And then it's like she'll tell me like, yeah, maybe we could go down there. And then I come out the next Saturday and she parks up right here. I'm like, Cindy, what are you doing? Like, how many times do I gotta be like, this is bad for downtown? I can only speculate. Maybe she just can't live with the idea that it is bad for downtown. Like, it's her belief, it's what she wants, and she wants only to do good. I appreciate that. But she's just not willing to recognize that it is actually detrimental to downtown. And she loves downtown, but her actions are detrimental to downtown. And so she shuts down. It would kill her to pick up her stuff and go over there. Like, she would probably rather drop it.
I think she,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't speak for her, but looking at logistics, I think this is just a convenient spot for a bunch of signs. So I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I don't want to take it apart. I'm just craft speculation. But even if I believe that about Cindy, I think we agree on like 98% of it, especially that in all of our towns.
I bet. I would think most people just want what's best for the town and their community and have a bigger heart than comes across.
All these people out here, all these people probably want the best thing for downtown. There's a ton of people out here that like I love and know personally. And I don't.
You know, I mean, this guy's coming from a good place. it's pretty obvious that Brian's coming from a good place. Is he heated at these people, at the Cindy gal? Sure. Cindy's propping up next to his biz with all these fucking Democrat signs and shit like that. And like, he's not telling her not to protest. He's basically saying, stop protesting in front of my business, dude. You're scaring away my customers. Can you at least maybe, I don't know, protest a little more towards the visitor center, potentially? You know what I mean? So it's like, I absolutely see his point. I absolutely completely see his point here. Is he doing anything wrong? No. Not in the slightest. In fact, if anything, I think he's doing everything right. I think Brian is doing everything right. I think that the Cindy gal is doing everything wrong. And, yeah. Brian, I believe that you're on the correct path, brother. Oh. All right, let's keep
I
going.
don't want to hurt down now. And like, I don't want to have to come and tell them, like, you guys, this is actually like terrible for that. Money is driving past our downtown. We were like, all the buildings are getting boarded out. I just had a chunk of my freaking building fall down Thursday night. Could have killed somebody. Praise God, nobody was under it. Would have killed someone, hands down, right in front of my kids' place, the nonprofit. And so it's like, look, man, the money it takes to maintain a downtown.
Right, I agree, Annie.
Is astronomical, dude. Like, we just can't have money driving
He's
away.
got 3 businesses,
It's just the
actually.
bottom line. Like,
A seafood place
that's just all
called
there is.
Shark Bites. He
It's
has
nothing more than that.
a surf shop and a nonprofit
And like,
kids
I know
play
I
center.
said in the past.
Yeah, and this guy's the man, dude. I like this guy. He's a business owner. He's trying his best to keep his businesses afloat. And by the way, Shark Bites is a pure staple. Is a pure staple of the downtown Coos Bay area. And if you guys have never been to Shark Bites before, obviously I know most of my audience does not live in Coos County. But if you guys decide to visit the Oregon coast, please check out Shark Bites. They got great beer. I've had beer there before. They got great food. Incredible. Amazing man, dude.
You know, nobody here spends money when they come downtown. That's actually kind of a cheap shot. That is realistically, like, even if everybody here came in and spent money, I would still be upset because it's their money. Everybody who lives here, their money's already in town. It doesn't matter if they spend it with me, if they spend it at La Herradura, if they spend it at McDonald's, man, their money's in town. I am specifically concerned about money that's from out of town that just could be dumped here and just keeps going. That is a big problem. And Coos Bay has had that problem for way too long. And part of that is like, I mean, I got the ugliest building on the block. To have an attractive town is wickedly expensive. And we can't achieve. And I know everybody here wants a beautiful downtown.
Look at this. There's like, it's basically boomers. It's all boomers.
Everybody wants to be
That's why we grab the trash bucket and pick up after each of these events.
so
Trying to
appreciated.
help it out, yeah.
Yes. And it's like, that's so appreciated. And I appreciate it that I see you guys doing it. It's just, it is nothing more to me than the money that just drives you downtown.
I don't know. The only thing I like to do is make fun of the woke people, you know. I hate to be too much of a dick, but there's just so many of these wokies, you know, that go down there. Wokies, top G, wokey, top G. And yeah, it's just the woke brigade down there, man. It's the fabulous woke-tastic voyage.
It's not good. It's sad. And I understand, like, the fellowship you guys have and the community you guys have with the stuff that you guys do together. I appreciate that. I love fellowship. I love doing things with my friends. I love having a purpose. I love all those things. Community needs those things. So there has got to be a way for you guys to have your community without damaging down. That's all there is.
Gotta be. Yeah.
And like, it's
I think I'm gonna make my way down the road a little bit. That looks like an interesting conversation over there.
It's a hot, sexy conversation over here. Oh my God.
11. That would fix it. If you guys were here from the visitor center up to the past commercial, that would probably fix it. There's like no businesses open over there. If you guys were from Curtis to the Train Museum, that would probably fix it. There's essentially like no business.
That guy yelling down there.
And my beverage guy from Bigfoot, he calls on Florence. The businesses that are behind the protest in Florence have the exact same problems. He hears the exact same thing. There's the whole protest. There's one like in every town.
That's because nobody really takes these protests seriously. A lot of people who have money don't want to go to these restaurants. He made a point that when they do these protests in Florence as well, that people don't want to go to any of the restaurants in Florence because they see all these crazy people on the streets protesting, and they're like, it's all those woke people again, and they're being woke, and they're doing their woke shit. You know, it's like good for them, but... Hell yeah. Oh, man, but this is crazy, bro.
You drive up on the coast on Saturday, there's one in like every town.
The New Bandon had one, and I think Wakil, but yeah, I didn't realize further north.
Yeah, and so they report the same things. And I don't know who they are, but it's my distributor. I tell him my problem. He's my distributor. I tell him my problems, and he's like, yeah. He's like, Florence says the same thing. The businesses that are behind the protest have the exact same issues. And I know it's not your guys' intention. And I appreciate you listening. Yeah.
To communicate.
Come on down, bud. I got a bowl. We can sit at a boardwalk.
Yeah, our intention isn't to purposely screw you over.
No,
you have a lot of good points about the shifting the community. The things, I am not part of leadership, but the things I have heard in passing is they're worried about people showing up here anyways, even if we move the permits. It's hard to get the information out.
Oh.
You become a habit.
Yeah, dude, you give it to me, I will let them know. Like,
North Vods is wondering, do you do debates?
North Vods says, you do debates?
You know, I pretty much just kind of, read the chat. I try to. Sometimes I ignore the chat a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. I like Trump. I think he's doing good for the world. I think he's doing good for the country. People don't agree with me on that, but whatever. I think I'm right. A lot of people think I'm wrong. That's okay though. I'm in a juicy man thong. But yeah, no, I think Trump's the man, and people want to get mad at me for that. That's fine. Get mad at me, but Trump's the GOAT, bro. Trump's the GOAT.
And you guys are here. You guys are here every other weekend, but they're here every weekend. They haven't been yet because it's not summer, but come summer they'll be here. They were here every weekend. Whether there was a permit or not, I don't know when the permits were, but every weekend there was a pretty good group show. It was every weekend. And so
I'm usually doing OBAD cleanup, so I don't get down here on the other weekends. So okay, know that, but
and like I've never come out and be like, you guys don't have the right to be here.
Yeah, this is the owner of
If you didn't have the right to be here, I'd get him out of here. But literally, you have the right to be here. I support your right. You know, but I'm just asking
Love you, bro.
different things.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, kid.
Hold on.
Love you, Tyler. You're the man, dude.
I gotta cover this. I don't film children.
The way they talk, they don't act right.
Yeah, that's kind of hearsay too, because we're not entirely sure that. So, I don't know. Like, as far as we're aware, he hasn't done anything else, but we also, as far as we're aware. So, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what you could possibly do.
I'll take one.
Because this has came up, as far as I'm aware,
Hold on,
from people
check
that
this
I
out.
work with, this has come up at least twice a year for as long as he's been there. Not often enough.
Look at that.
So, and yeah, being in a position where you run a GED program is weird. Being a tutor to begin with was already strange enough for me. I've been working there for a number of years.
All right. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna get on down the road. Good seeing you, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Hey,
By the way, that was we saw little Chris Castleman. He's a total stud, by the way. Just want to let everybody know he's a stud. Sorry, I'm typing a little quick note on here. Okay, cool. All right.
This guy don't like me. What's up, buddy? What you doing?
Get away from me, man. It's okay. Back off. Back off.
Okay. I just thought I'd say hi. All right, I'm gonna walk that way then. Have a good one.
Yeah, okay, so this prick right here, hold on. See that guy right here? This dude's a prick. What is wrong with this guy? He's like, I'm evil. Look how angry he is, dude. Just another TJ.
What's up, buddy? What you doing?
He did. They're so passive aggressive. He puts the sign in TJ's face. He says, "Get away from me."
Away from me, man. It's okay. Back off. Back off.
Okay.
That guy with the Trump sign, dude. Total chud. Terrible human being. I don't know. He might be a decent guy, but he looks like a deranged maniac.
I just thought I'd say hi. All right, I'm gonna walk that way then. Have a good one. What's that? I'm not lonely. Well, because if I bring...
It's all boomers, dude. It's all old people. Every time TJ goes to one of these, man, it's like old people after old people after old people. It's just boomer fest. It's boomer fest, bro. Boomer fest.
Bring people down here, you'll say that I'm trying to intimidate you guys. I brought an immigrant down here with me one time, and you guys all hated on him. Yeah.
You saw that over. You know this.
No, I didn't. I was busy engaged in that conversation. I didn't actually get a chance to look at it.
Well, I'm sure it's on your
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But I wasn't trying. Why are you being so aggressive and rude? I'm not rude.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. This is the one thing I respect about TJ, and he's more of a man than I am. Especially in this aspect. The reason that TJ is more of a man than I am is because he's willing to engage with these psychopaths, whereas I'm like, I know that these people are psychos, and I don't feel like dealing with it. But TJ's got a heart of gold, you know. And you know what? Honestly, I think his optimism is honestly a good thing. I like TJ's optimism. He's far more optimistic about these people than I am. But I love it, man. Oh.
Comes as a child rapist. That's very ironic for you to hold that sign, Silas. Nobody's above the law.
Yeah, because this Silas guy actually one time shoved TJ and his equipment, and was like, "This guy's a piece of shit."
Well, you should go. I showed some videos to the police department and of you assaulting me. And nobody's about to know. Why don't you go turn yourself in? You should. Did you tell them what you were doing? I showed them the.
Yeah, Silas is such a piece of shit, dude. Silas is an absolute piece of shit. Dude, this old dude, it pisses me off so much.
Video. I showed him the entire video.
This old guy pisses me off, dude.
Look at Cowbell guy! Woo! Let's go, Cowbell! Woo! Woo! Yeah! You untired yet, buddy? You're fucking funny, bro. How you doing, man? Let me pose for you.
That's so loud, dude.
You can't tell me what to do. You got me? You got me? Okay. Have a great day, ma'am. Look how crazy this lady is.
Dude, this lady's out of her mind. What is wrong with her? This is no, she's a real idiot. She is not a real patriot. She's a real idiot. She's waving a cowbell in TJ's face and then telling him to go away. It's like, dude, just shove off, you idiot. This lady's crazy. Crazy person. This is a psycho. That's a psycho. Holy shit. And this is why I love like the libs of TikTok. Have you guys ever checked out like the libs of TikTok YouTube channel where like basically all they're doing is exposing the crazy liberals that post their crazy unhinged videos on TikTok and shit. And this lady reminds me of those unhinged liberals right here. She is crazy. You support pedophiles. Go well, God. Some of these people, man, are just too crazy. Some of these people, man, are just out of their bloody minds, dude. Out of their bloody minds. Unbelievable.
This is funny. They said I'm always alone, bud. I'm not talking to you. I'm just standing here.
And this is a bullying tactic. They just surround him. You know, it's funny. The left claims to be so tolerant and stuff, yet they just surround him. Dude, MAGA is just beginning. MAGA is back. In fact, MAGA never left. Donald Trump's the man. MAGA has been reborn. I am MAGA. I am the new face of MAGA, by the way. None of you guys saw me coming. I am the new face of MAGA. That's right. I am the new face of MAGA, unfortunately. That might actually stifle the movement. So, no, MAGA's not dead, dude. MAGA is not dead. And I still firmly support our president, Donald J. Trump. So, MAGA is still alive. And to anybody who says otherwise, I don't believe you. Trump's the man, dude. MAGA is not dead. Now, the left is gone. The woke is dead. MAGA's still alive. Woke is dead. And what's that change? She is out of her mind. She is out of her bloody mind. He's a cuck. Now that guy, you know, the irony of that guy having that sign He looks like he might be a you-know-what. I'm not going to say what I think he is, but I think you all know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure her arm is getting tired.
Good Lord, is this lady's, why am I asking if she's insane? She's obviously insane. But, like, this is crazy, man. What is up with all these woke people, dude? The woke left is out of its collectivist mind, dude. The woke left is out of its collectivist frickin' mind, bronies. Come on, bro. You're a pink brony, bro.
We got Silas back there protecting them. We got this guy. What's that? Don't worry, I got your sign.
Take it down. I do not support pedophiles.
Okay.
Any of them. None of us. They're all in jail. You're a pedophile right now.
This is so fucking insane. See, this is why nobody believes in the left. This is why everybody thinks that if you vote Democrat, you're insane. This is why people think the woke left is out of their collectivist minds. Because they are. That's the point I've been trying to make the entire time. The woke left is out of its collectivist mind. That is so loud, bro.
I'm not.
Oh my God, dude. You know what? I voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. And you want to know why I voted for Trump? It's because of guys like this. And it's because of girls and guys like this. So the girl that's doing the cowbell thing, like, Democrats don't realize. Here's the thing that Democrats don't realize about what they're doing. Democrats don't realize that they create Trump voters. Honestly, Democrats are one of the main reasons. Like, the typical Democrat is one of the main reasons I voted for Donald Trump to begin with. I don't think Donald Trump is my savior, by the way. I do like Donald Trump. I think he's a fascinating human being. Do I think he's a very flawed human being? Absolutely. But the things that they say about him, I don't know. They say these terrible things, and maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. I don't know. Either way, these people are so crazy. I don't know if it's because they don't know how to market their ideas. Hold on. Yeah, it is crazy.
Talahasha says, "What the hell, LOL?"
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck's going on this dude.
Annie01200 says, "No one could hear her and she kept talking, LOL." Vacation Time 247 says, "That guy looks like Garza if he had a beard."
Hey, take that back, Vacation Time. Take that back. God, dude, that guy, you know, it's so funny that this guy of all people is accusing Trump of being a you-know-what. This guy right here is accusing Trump of being a you-know-what when this guy looks like the stereotypical you-know-what. Come on, man. That bell is killing me, dude. She is an insane person. Like, these leftists are insane people.
Did you vote for?
This is why I voted for Trump. It's because of people like this. People like this and this lady right here behind him are the reason, and the lady that's holding the cowbell and stuff. These people are these people create Trump voters every day. People don't realize that Democrats create more Trump voters than anybody. Like, people don't vote for Donald Trump because they love him. People vote for Donald Trump because they see these crazy lunatics and they're like, you know what? Whatever these people are voting for, I'm voting the complete opposite. And that's what I do. If these people tell me that I should not vote Republican, I'm going to vote Republican. Whatever these people tell me to do, I'm pretty much just doing the opposite.
For Biden? No. Who'd you vote for in 2020?
I could
Oh,
barely
really?
put my
I voted
foot
for
down.
Gary Johnson, you mean? Yeah, I voted for him in 2016.
Why didn't you vote for somebody else other than Trump?
Because the only other real choice I made was for Kamala. No,
Dude, I would have. You know what I would have done? Oh man, I wish I was down there. You know what I would have told this prick in the sunglasses and the pedo beard? I would have told him. It's like, yeah, I voted for Trump 2016, 2020, and 2024, and it's all because of people like you. People like you encourage people like me at the end of the day to become Trump voters. Straight up.
This is too loud. Okay, no one can hear you. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. God bless you. Not you though, Silas. Well, yeah, God bless you, Silas. How you doing, sir?
I mean, Silas is a prick. Don't get me wrong, Silas is a prick. That old bastard's a prick. I'm glad she's not fucking doing cowbell.
How are you?
Good. Those people really didn't like me.
So,
What's that? Well, so originally my original plan was
This is basically Boomer Fest, though. I keep telling everybody. It's basically a bunch of old people with nothing better to do, and good for them. Get out, do your thing. But it's basically Boomer Fest. This is why I say that woke is dead. Woke is dead. And I think we're all aware of it. We're all aware that woke has died.
coming down here today. This is my 20th time down here, and I was thinking about probably like maybe calling it quits and not coming down anymore. And I'll tell you why. The loudest Democrat activist online is that Coos Bay area Oregon page run by that sex offender Sal. And he was posting on there that I should have my child taken away from me because I can't come down here.
Which is extremely messed up, by the way. The fact that Sal, of all people, is talking about children, Sal, ooh. Oh, I'm going to tell you what, that Sal guy, the guy who runs the Coos Bay area page on Facebook, is such a piece of living trash. I can't stand that guy. He goes after my buddy TJ quite often, and he does personal attacks. Like he even tried, I think he's even tried, as far as I know, from what I've heard, from what TJ's told me, supposedly he's even talked about calling Child Protective Services on TJ. How fucked up is that? How messed up is that? TJ's actually a really good father, by the way, an extremely good father. So it just pisses me off when, pieces of trash like Sal try to, make a good person like TJ's life hell. TJ's a good person. I love the dude. I think he's a fabulous dude. And he treats these people with respect. These people don't treat him with respect. I understand when he gets angry. I think he earned it. But yeah, dude, Sal is just sucks.
Here and talk to you guys. That's pretty fucked up, right? We can agree that me coming down here, and so like I'm a pain in the ass, right? But and that's fine. But like I come down here and I'm genuinely a kind person, and but he'll clip all the videos. Yeah, and you know what? I knew that at some point I was gonna start getting some shit, right? And but I didn't expect threats to my family and things like that, and I don't think I deserve that. And
I do like the guy in the Hawaiian shirt, though. I'm not gonna lie. He does have a really cool Hawaiian shirt. That thing is pretty pimp. Like that Hawaiian shirt looks good. And I think this guy's actually been really nice to TJ, if I remember correctly, whenever TJ goes down here. This guy's actually decent to TJ. And I love it. I love it. He's actually a kind fella. That's all I want to see is just a little bit of kindness. You know, people, you know, and by the way, if people want to have heated debates, that's okay. But stop, you know, the personal attacks. That's a problem. You know, when you start personally attacking somebody, getting into a personal life, you know, like for instance, like when people dox people's addresses, that's messed up. When people, you know, start trashing any like actual decisions you made in your life, like really getting personal, I think that's where it gets really, I think that's where it draws the line. You know what I mean? And, you know, obviously people can get personal if they want, but I just don't have respect for those people when they get too personal. You know what I mean? Like when they get really personal. So like what Sal was doing to TJ was uncalled for. And honestly, Sal is such a piece of crap, dude. Sal is such a huge piece of crap.
I don't know. So I'm questioning whether what I do here is a positive. I think, and hear me out why I think it is. I think that our community doesn't talk enough. Well, the sides don't talk to each other enough. And like, I mean, we don't talk to our neighbors who voted different than us, you know? And I come down here because you guys are all my neighbors, right? We're all in this community together.
And TJ's got the right attitude about this. I mean, I don't. When I go down to those protests, I'm basically either I usually have a mega hat on or I've got some sort of get up on. And I have my tripod and I have my fucking camera phone. And I'm sitting there and I'm rapping about Joe Biden. I am deliberately rapping about Joe Biden and talking about how sexy and beautiful Joe Biden is. And saying that he's awesome. You know? So it matters, bro. It matters. I love it, though. I love it.
And I think it's a net positive, but lately for me, with personal attacks against me and my family, I don't.
And personal attacks are not cool. Seriously, that's not cool. When people have to get to attack the ideas, the whole point, you know, and this is why I don't like what the Democrats do. I think the Democrats are very cowardly. They go the personal attack route a lot of the time. And I don't like it. So, I mean, I don't respect a lot of these people that are at these events. I respect them enough actually to stay out of their way. You know, but TJ does this in a respectable way, though. TJ is going down, he's asking questions. If people tell him to go away, he does go away. He does. A respectable man. And he's got more balls than I do. Because he actually talks to these people, whereas I mock them by singing songs about how that I'm woker than everybody in that fucking crowd. And I'm proud to say I'm the wokest of them all. I am so woke that I want Biden 2020. Okay, I'm kidding. I can't say that with a straight face, but let's keep watching.
And then there's this other guy.
And by the way, I just want to let everybody know I don't hate Democrats. I know it seems like I do. I'm annoyed by them, but I don't hate them. Look, there are people who think differently, vote differently than me. It's just a political affiliation. Me personally, I really am an independent. And don't get me wrong, I'm an anti-Democrat party. But I want people, if they firmly believe in the Democrat Party, I want them. I want them to speak their truth. I really do.
That comments on Facebook, Bill Kenyon. Do you know who that is? No. Apparently he comes down here all the time. He's posting on Facebook that I come down here and ask the old lady for blowjobs. Like,
Oh my god. No way. That's funny, dude. Oh my god. I mean, it sucks that it sucks when people make up shit and they're like, like, here's the thing. If you're gonna make up shit, if you're gonna lie about somebody like that, that's messed up. I mean, if TJ was actually doing that, that's a different story. But if TJ isn't actually doing that, then that's messed up to lie about the guy like that. You know what I mean? You don't want to defame somebody's character in that sense. Now, like I said, if there's, if he actually was doing that, then it's the truth and there's no defamation. It's just truth. But that's, you know what I mean? I don't know.
How crazy is that? I don't ever ask. But and then like, a few weeks back, he posted on, like, I'm proud to say this year I will have 20 years sober from methamphetamine use. And I was a needle addict. And I'm very outspoken about that. And I think recovery is a hard process, and I think people should go through it. But I mentioned that, and then I get posted on Facebook saying I should have kept shooting dope, and I'm not worth quitting and stuff like that. And this is all from people on your side. Like, I know you don't speak for them and they don't speak for you personally, but that is why I am second guessing even coming down here to have these conversations. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I'd like to comment.
Okay.
440 times pleaded the fifth. 88 felony charges, 34 felony convictions.
Oh, this is okay. So I
6 assault accusations.
Yeah, I appreciate that. My sole purpose today is to find out if people that come down here think it's a bad thing, me coming down here.
I found that whenever somebody didn't want to talk to you, all they had to do was say, go away.
Okay, I appreciate that. And yes, that is genuinely my policy. Sometimes I'll stick around if they say something while I'm leaving, But yeah, that's why I came down here today, is to let people know what's been going on and see what you guys kind of thought about, and if I do end up coming down a 21st time, which I'm not sure about yet, I will love to have more conversations with you. I'm going to kind of ask the crowd what they think and kind of let them decide. Like, I just feel like there's enough.
I mean, I like this guy seems like he's really nice to TJ, though. That's the one thing I like about him. Obviously, I probably wouldn't agree with his politics, but that's never really that important to me at the end of the day. Are you just a genuinely decent human being? That's all that really matters at the end of the day. And like those other people back there, at the very beginning of the video, passive aggressive, being terrible. This guy's actually cool. This guy's actually nice. I really don't have to agree with you on anything. In the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. All I care about is like, like what I mean, like just like Dr. Martin Luther King said, it's like Martin Luther King Jr. It's like judge someone by the content of their character. That's all that really matters. It's the truth,
Of them here that hate me at this point, that they're going to say, no, conversation is not a community good. But then I know that there's guys like you that I've talked to multiple times that are reasonable and everything, that know that I'm reasonable, and I come down here.
Yeah, and this guy, honestly, no, I will say this. This guy's actually been very nice to TJ so far, and I got to say thank you, dude. Thank you for being nice to TJ. Thank you. Because TJ is the odd man out when he goes to these. It's mainly a bunch of leftists that are down there. But TJ has the courage to go down there. TJ has the courage. Like, he's more courageous than all of us. So that's why I praise TJ quite a bit.
Not to stir up shit, but just to, just to be here, be part of things. And I might stir up a lot of shit, but I don't come down here with that intention.
I don't have any problems.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
I'd sure like to know.
I will definitely have a Trump conversation with you next time I come down if I make it back down, but I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I have people calling my landlord and telling him that he
People calling his landlord? What? I gotta hear this. That's dude.
shouldn't rent to me because I'm a Trump supporter. And that Sal guy said on Facebook that he has already contacted CPS and given them my address.
Okay, well, I feel sorry for you on that account, but go ahead and go see some other people.
All right, buddy. It's
It's
good seeing you guys. Like I said, if I don't ever make it back down here, I'm glad all the conversations we've had.
Have a good day.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I still think TJ should go down to those, you know? If he wants to. Honestly, not gonna lie, going down to these protests, in my mind, for me personally, it's depressing. Because I don't know. It's just depressing. I don't know what else to say about it. You know, it's TJ's got the right idea, though. That's the thing. That's the one thing I love about TJ. He really does have a good soul. And I think if people actually took the time to, if these people actually did take the time to talk to him, though, I think they'd find that they would realize what I've realized about him. He's a good dude. But make sure you guys, if you guys can, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Once again, if you guys love Trump as much as I do, if you guys think that TJ is the man, tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. We're trying to get as many subscribers as we can on the channel, seeing what we could do. But I appreciate you guys. Let's keep on, let's keep on plugging.
Good to see you, buddy. Okay, let's find somebody else that I've talked to before.
I say talk to a total stranger. I mean, but you know, I don't know. Who am I to say anything? You know, it's funny. I will say this though. When I go down to those events, even when I'm trolling, I got to give myself a little bit of credit, because if people actually did come up to me and wanted to talk to me, I've had people, when I was trolling once, doing my little Joe Biden skit with my MAGA hat on, I had a couple people come up to me that were actually respectable. You know, they're actually nice to me. Other people called me Nazi and terrible other names, and that's their prerogative. But but no, but yeah, no, there were some people that were actually nice that actually were wondering why I was doing what I was doing, and I was like, well, I don't know, it's just performative art. I think that this movement's stupid. I think the No Kings protests are pretty much dead. I think the Democrat Party's pretty much dead, if we're going to be honest. You know, I was seeing a poll, and I don't really trust polls for the most part, but I found it kind of an interesting dynamic. So a lot of people seem to be very tired of both parties, that people are willing to consider a third-party alternative. And that I'm actually kind of curious about. I mean, I wouldn't mind a third-party alternative. It's not necessarily something that we should scratch out. You know what I mean? That it should maybe be something we should consider at this point. Having a third party is kind of a main alternative. I think it'd be good. Thank you for the happy poop yum yum, Tiny Lion Gaming. I appreciate it, Brony. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop yum yum. Thank you, Tiny Lion freaking Gaming. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop yum yum. Thank you for the happy poop yum yums, Happy Lion Gaming. I appreciate it. I mean, Tiny Lion Gaming. Sorry, I don't know. Happy Lion Gaming. But thank you, Tiny Lion Gaming. I really do appreciate the happy poop yum yums. And then again earlier to Kelly CE23. I appreciate the the $2 super chat. That really is very kind. And yeah. So, no, we've also gotten a lot of, it's cool, we've gotten a lot of gifts. The gifts really add up. I don't think people realize this, but these virtual gifts, man, they really do add up. So, you know, more virtual gifts, the better, man. I'll take it to the bank. Thank you, Loki, for sending a the 100 for 2 jewels. Appreciate it. But no, thank you guys for double tapping the screen to like the stream, though. I really do appreciate it. If you guys could, though, please subscribe to the channel. Tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel overall. But no, let's keep going, man.
We'll see. We got all I don't know if there's anybody down here that I've talked to before. Piece of chance. That's the guy's apathy. Resist. How you doing?
Scream insults at us.
So I'm not coming down here to talk to anybody about politics today. I want to come down and ask people that I've spoken with before about my presence here. Lately, the local Democrat activist group has made posts about me, saying that
I'm one of those, but I'm not on any social media for a good reason.
Right. Well, okay. So
I'm whatever that is. I'm not a part of that.
Well, and I'm not saying that you are. What I'm saying is that the main local Coos Bay Democrat activist, the Coos Bay area Oregon page, it's like a news page, but it's run by Sal Carruthers. You know which page I'm talking about now? Okay, anyway, so he posts clips from my videos on there saying that I'm evil and stuff like that, and he has commented that he has contacted CPS to have my child taken away,
which is extremely messed up. Especially, that should be illegal. You can't contact CPS without a valid reason. And the thing is, just because Sal disagrees with TJ politically does not. By the way, that's illegal. It's a falsified report. If Sal is actually calling CPS on TJ on nothing more than political grounds, that is illegal in my mind. I mean, I could be wrong, but that sounds pretty illegal to me. But let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Crazy.
Away from me because I come down here.
Who is this?
Sal Carruthers. He was running for PCP, but the Coos Bay Democrats asked him not to. He's a registered sex offender that runs the local Coos Bay area, Oregon.
Yeah, Sal's a piece of crap. Basically, is what Sal is a piece of trash. Like, he is human garbage. Through and through.
Facebook page, and he's been posting on there that I should have my child taken away from me because I come down here. So what I'm trying to do is assess whether me continuing to have conversations with people, which is all I want to do, is because I think our community needs to continue to talk.
Yeah.
I don't think risking my family is worth that. And there's people calling my landlord and telling him that he shouldn't rent to me because I'm a Trump supporter.
Do you have a lawyer?
I don't. I can't afford one.
Public defender.
Yeah.
Go in and ask, because he's like suing you, or he's suing live. He's
libel or slander. Yeah.
Beyond harassing.
Right, but here's the thing in Oregon.
Temporary restraining order against him.
Right. Yes, but here's the thing in the state of Oregon, any call to CPS has to be investigated, no matter what. Even if it's somebody that hates you, they can go back and find that this person did it maliciously, and they'll get in trouble. But that takes a year or two. So what do I have to deal with Department of Human Services and Family Services for a year and a half? The process is the punishment. That's crazy, right? Do you feel that I should be subjected to that?
I mean, that really is messed up to make a call to CPS. I mean, first off, I think in today's era, those calls, and it's sad because they have to investigate them if it's done. But, I don't know. It's frustrating, man. Frustrating.
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you think me coming down here is I agree.
It's malicious harassment, and it's the kind of stuff that gets done on social media that people get away with that they shouldn't get away with because they're busy destroying other people's lives.
Right. And that's what it is. And I don't come down here with malicious intent. I genuinely come down here to have conversations. I mean, you've seen me down here. This is my 20th time down here. And I'm genuinely.
Honestly, dude, 20th plate appearance for my boy TJ, and he's hitting a home run every time. In my opinion. I mean, he's at least hitting a few base hits every time, but he's honestly kicked butt majority of the time, though.
Very calm and collected, and when people say they don't want to talk, I, for the most part, walk away. Like here and there, I'll engage a little more. But I mean, for the most part, I've been very respectful down here, and I just was trying to figure out whether me coming down here is still worth it for me, and or because of the attacks on my family. This afternoon, I guarantee you, there's gonna be posts from here, and I almost didn't come because of that, and so this might be my last time.
Yeah, TJ, don't let Sal bully you, dude. Do not let Sal bully you. Sal is a piece of human trash. He makes up shit about you, and it pisses me off, dude. It really does lividly piss me off. I can't stand Sal. Sal is the example of, just crap. He's a prick. Give me one moment, though. Okay, so yeah, I fully support TJ on this one. People like Sal, total piece of crap, total piece of garbage. You don't make fakes, dude. Making a fake CPS call, if that is actually true, by the way, shame on you, Sal. You are a piece of garbage. That's all you need to know. Anybody who makes fake CPS calls is human trash. I just want that to be very clear. If you are making fake CPS calls, Child Protective Services calls, you are a terrible person. You suck, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway.
Simply because I can't put my family at risk, but then I also feel like I'm stepping away from a community good. Like showing that our community can talk.
You have a right to do what you're doing.
Right.
Period.
Right. But would you say it's
Laugh out loud.
Mercy donation. Because this is sad and I pity you.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Captain _ Waspermer. Thank you for the mercy donation.
Laugh out loud.
Mercy donation. Because this is sad and I pity you.
Well, I really do. Captain _ Was. I actually do end up getting gifts, quite a few gifts, and the beauty is they add up. But super chats are nice too. Look, honestly, I make more money in gifts, shockingly, because people give me gifts like at rapid levels. It's really weird. Maybe not tonight, but yeah, no. I appreciate it. Thank you, Captain _ Waspermer. I'm going to keep your super chat on the board because, thank you, Captain. I appreciate you, Brad. Hey, $2 is $2, man, even if it's a diss. I don't care. I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
Net positive or net negative me coming down here?
I got a 64 today, so.
Good. I ultimately, depending, on the conversations, the
Right.
kind of, questions that don't already have predetermined answers. But,
Right.
A real conversation, it's worth it. That's Bologna.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. He is the loudest Democrat activist on Facebook. He louder than Tuesday Democrats, louder than Indivisible.
He's not, to me, he's not an activist. If he's doing something like that, he's just out to express his anger.
Well, he tries to run his page. Yeah, he tries to run his page as a local news page. He's registered.
Yeah, Sal is terrible, dude. Oh, dude, Sal grinds my gears, dude. Once we're done, I will say, once we're done with this video, though, once we're done reacting to TJ's video for the night, I will be done for the night. I'm tired. I'm going to end up recording some short videos and uploading those, and then I'm going to go straight to bed.
On Facebook as a community news page, but he's always.
ET, sorry, man. I'm not going to ban Captain. Captain Waspermer, he did give a super chat, and honestly, he's not really spamming at all. He's definitely, I will admit, Captain is definitely throwing some shade, absolutely, and I'm not a fan of what he's saying, but either way, Captain has much of a right to criticize me as anybody else. The criticisms, I could say it's a little valid, for sure. There's things I could do to improve the show, for sure. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't ban anybody for money, dude. No, I don't do that. No. That's not how this show works. ET, I appreciate it, but that would go against the integrity of the show, man. I would block him if he was legitimately spamming. If Captain was legitimately spamming, how Odin was spamming, I ended up having to block him basically because Odin kept spamming in the chat. If you're excessively spamming, that's a different story. I'll block your ass out of nowhere. But other than that, though, I think that Captain's doing fine. ET, man, I'm sorry, bro. Oh, man, it doesn't really matter. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I don't need to be employed by anybody else. I'm an independent contractor. Captain, I'm an independent contractor, bro. That's how I roll, bro. I'm an independent contractor, and honestly, I have multiple streams of income. So I swing trade stocks pretty much for a living. That makes me a lot of money, 'cause swing trading volatile ETFs essentially. And then another thing that makes me a lot of money, surprisingly, YouTube does make me good money. So the combination of my swing trading and YouTube has actually paid off dividends, quite literally. And so it's been a good thing, is what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I am saying? Hey, have a good night, Annie. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Appreciate you.
Post an anti-Republican, stuff like that. And
I would definitely go to the county and ask if they can refer you to a pro bono lawyer in the area, which means that they're doing their community duty and they don't charge you.
Right.
And see if you can't get some ideas just in consulting with him. Because, it shouldn't be happening. None of it should be happening. And none of it should be out in the public domain.
Sure. Well, I appreciate that. Sure. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you, and I appreciate your input on this. Like I said, I don't know if I'll ever be back out here again. This may be my last time. So just because my family is more important to me than any of this, but my community is important because it affects my family. And I think that these conversations are good for our community. It shows that.
I mean, what this is proving is that that basically Sal is bullying TJ out of the ring. That Sal is bullying TJ out of the ring by doing false claims of false child protective services claims and stuff like that. That's messed up. Is all I'll say, allegedly, just to cover my ass. But either way, Sal's terrible. And TJ doesn't deserve this. TJ actually comes down, asks his questions, does his things, and honestly, fake CPS calls is messed up, dude. Especially just because you disagree with somebody on their politics, and just because you disagree with some of their base methodology, especially when the methodology is not even wrong or illegal, you should not be doing personal attacks to people. Personal attacks is where you draw the line. That is the line. You want to discuss the idea, you want to make fun of the ideas of things, sure. Whatever. But my God, man. But I do want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I think we're probably going to call it quits for the night after we're done with this video. We're going to react to the rest of TJ's video, and then we're going to call it a night.
That neighbors can talk whether they have different beliefs or not. And so.
Yeah, because there are some people here willing to talk, but they'll talk at length with you, which I think is much more productive.
I agree.
The back and forth. Plus, you also learn a lot more when you give the other person a chance to just speak and you just listen.
Right. And I do that often. And a lot of times, and I've said it many times before, anytime somebody tells me something that I'm not aware of, I'll write it down and I'll go home and look it up later. And I try to tell you guys stuff maybe you don't know about. But yeah, I wasn't going to come down here and talk politics at all today. I wanted to talk about.
The one thing I will say about TJ, so here's the one thing I'm actually going to say about Sal that pisses me off. Sal, the Democrats claim to be all inclusive or whatever, like, oh, we're so tolerant, blah, blah, blah. Well, no, they're not. If you disagree with them in any way, if you have politics that are even slightly right of Jane Fonda, they will get pissed off at you. The liberals will. So, I don't know. Sal is basically just Sal. Ooh, that guy is terrible, man. That guy sucks so bad. So bad.
My purpose, so to speak, and whether this is a good thing for our community, and whether you know, and you're not the first person to say that I don't deserve this and that I should be doing this, but there's also a lot of people that want me out of here.
I think you definitely, you know, I think it's one of those, the buck stops here.
No, but essentially, TJ is getting bullied in this sense, and it sucks because, like I always say, TJ is actually a decent human being, and it's just a damn shame that a good person like TJ has to get bullied in this sense. Because he's a sweetheart, man. TJ's a good man.
Things if you can get a pro bono attorney to sit down and, you know, talk to him, explain what's being happened, and ask him if you have any kind of recourse, because, you know, we should not be able to destroy other people's lives.
Right. I agree.
Like that, I hate social media.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not on it.
See, I don't even have Facebook to defend myself on Facebook. It is vicious. But all right, hey.
And it never solves any problems. And all it is, and the only thing I've ever seen is just.
So I don't think social media is the problem per se. I think it's honestly just social media just kind of exposes what we are to some degree. You know what I mean? It's just like I look at it, like it's just like social media is a lot like alcohol, right? Alcohol just kind of shows. You know what I mean? Like when somebody's like really drunk, it kind of shows who they really are sometimes. I'm not saying people, you know, this is usually how it works, right? So in this instance, I think that social media is kind of like that. It kind of just shows people who you really are. So, and yeah, I don't, you know, I'm on social media, but I don't use Facebook. I got a Facebook account. I barely use it. I think Facebook's a fucking joke. I think going on Facebook's really stupid. I don't even give two fucks what my community's doing half the time. I do care to a degree, but at the same time, my community's just fucking boomer town. Terrible. Terrible boomer town, man.
The primordial brainstem posting stuff that's a knee-jerk reaction in the moment, and it shouldn't even be posted. If people had common sense about what comes out of their mouths, they wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, most of the stuff that I post on my page is like I posted I had.
Okay, let's see what let's see what Greg's wife is saying.
Your husband tell you we had a good conversation that night at that event, and we spoke about, yeah. I gave him my phone number. He said you guys should come out sometime this summer, and you know, we can grill. I got fire pit, I got a pool, I had a tire swing until just the other day. A big tree fell in my yard, and that's right where my tire swing was. So now I got to find a new branch, but a big old myrtle wood. But it fell like right between my house and my camp trailer, like without it smashed my fence. But
that's easier to fix or repair than
well, and luckily it was part of a fence that I was about to tear out anyway.
Didn't have some of your work for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, now I gotta pick it up. You know, I had a process where I was gonna remove the fence from the post and then pull the post out, but now I gotta maneuver it, you know.
They're just different work.
Yeah. Have you heard any of the conversations I've been having with people up and down here at all?
Not really.
You were pretty engaged in that one down there, yeah. So the Tuesday area, Oregon, Sal's page or whatever, he had made a bunch of posts about me, said I should have kept doing drugs, and like I got 20 years sober from methamphetamines this year. I was a needle addict, and he was trying to shame me online for that, and then him and some woman named Trista were having a conversation. Having a conversation on there, and she said he should have his kids taken from him, and Sal responded with, "I already have CPS looking into it."
Well, and that's the thing. Sal sucks. Sal's terrible, dude. Sal is awful. Like, nobody should be. He's such a prick. He is such a prick. Like, Sal is the worst, bro. Small Wiener Gang. Thank you, Susan McDonald, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Everybody give a shout out to Susan McDonald. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys Small Wiener Gang. Make sure that you guys tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow. We're trying to get as big as we can. We're currently sitting pretty at 10,089 subscribers. Once again, we're at 10,089 subs. So yeah, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right hand corner. You guys, it really does help us out. Okay, so even though I love what TJ's done, I'm tired tonight. I can't do the rest of it. I'm just too tired. I'm a tired boy. I'll probably end up, what I'm going to do is probably most likely watch the rest of it in bed before I go to bed. Make sure that you guys subscribe to @Stocks Family Farm. Once again, his YouTube alias is @Stocks Family Farm. Really cool dude. Very kind individual. I love TJ, man. I really do. I think he's great. I think what people like Sal are doing, it pisses me off to no end. It really does, because Sal's just terrible. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to end the stream in 5, 4, 3. Unless somebody sends a super chat. I'll tell you what, if somebody sends a super chat, we'll keep going for like 3 more minutes. So if anybody sends a super chat in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. We're ending the stream for the rest of the night, man. No, Mega's not done, dude. Mega's like growing in popularity, man. Considering Trump has won the war in Iran, and yeah, so yeah. But make sure you guys tap the subscribe button in the upper right hand corner. It does help the channel grow, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Later, guys. Woo.